Good. Good. I think so. I don't know if my ring choices are the right ones. I don't know if it's the right set of ring choices. We could go. I was thinking about Pawnus Right Eye. That's like the one that I was considering. If I go Pawnus Right Eye, I would probably take off Sun Princess Ring. No, I'd probably take off Lud Sword Ring. I guess I have to just kind of figure out, like, how often am I going to be at full health? Like, is it going to be worth it? Trying out was super sketchy, since you ran in just after positions, hoping he does his fire breath. Yeah, so the way I do it is you kind of just wait to see if he's doing, like, as soon as you see him go for the forward breath, that's the one you want. Immediately when you run into the fight, there's a spot you can stand to the right side, and he always does that, or he like 95% of the time does that for his first attack. So I typically go over there and wait for that, and he'll walk over, and he'll do like one readjustment, and then he'll go to do that attack, so you can start going after it a little bit early, and he'll lock into place to do that. That straight on fire breath. It's typically the best and easiest chance to get it. I can try and do it first try when we get there. We'll see. But I typically don't do it until much later. $300 isn't bad. Although the bleed is not much. Like, we only got one bleed proc off in that entire thing. But we went with hollow infusions, so upload the Firekeeper run split into 2 parts. That one I might actually try and edit myself. Put it into like 2 6-hour things. I don't know. Yeah, I was thinking about that. We went 10 hours with it fine, but I think it makes more, like, a 4 to 5 hour run I'm fine with uploading that. But even if it was a single 12-hour VOD, I would just, I don't know, I would want to break it down into smaller ones. I mean, with Twitch, technically I could just like highlight halves, but I might have to highlight the first 6 hours, upload that, send it to you. Well, I mean, the problem is, if sending it to you is going to be how big of a file. Is there a way for you to download highlights? Yo, Subaru, what's up? So yeah, I gotta figure out. I'll probably highlight the first 6 hours. I mean, it's gonna be a little while till that run gets up, because there's plenty of runs prior to it to upload. But let's see, yeah, so that'll be a while, but I'll probably upload the first 6 hours of the run. Other people can download the highlight normally. I feel like there should be a tool kind of similar to how, like, YouTube, like, there's the YouTube video download tool. Oh wow, I haven't missed that in a while. I feel like there would be something similar, just to extract the data, scrape it off the site, but maybe not. Be an editor for others to download. Gotcha. Yeah, it would be a big file to download and send to you. You know, because it'd be a 10-hour VOD and another hour and a half. Like, it's gotta be a few gigabytes. at a minimum. I mean, I guess it would be 720, 30, so it would be a little bit lighter, but even so, it's a lot of... Just compress it. Also true. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind. Hopefully I have the time to. It shouldn't be too bad. Shouldn't be too bad. I did download a program a while back. That's how I uploaded the DS3 no-hit run. Hey, Purple. Thank you for the host. Welcome back. And yes, this is the favor set. This is indeed the favor set.
What on earth?
Wait, so how does this work with this in the offhand? Wait, why does it just do a fancy little flip? Well, that's fancy. Is there an R1 follow-up out of that? No, that's just a regular one. Might be a parry? Then what's the point of his parry dagger? What's the point of the parry dagger if the shuttle does it? Just looks so goofy. Cash, welcome back. Fanciness ensues. Yeah, this one basically just feels like the weapon art does nothing but be fancy. That was, ooh, boy. Hey, Meow, what's going on? It's a parry? It is a parry? It just seems odd to me then that, like, if he's got a weapon that parries, why he needs a parry dagger as well. What's the timing like on it? Ooh, we got the fancy backflip R1s. All right. See, even with the bleed and stuff on this, like in the hollow infusion, you get 1 bleed proc for the entirety of the boss. I don't know about that. I mean, I like that it gives us better. I guess. Oh wait, you know what? The hollow infusion just ups luck, so it doesn't change too much. Blood infusion would be the one that really has an effect that way. Tears of Denial saved you from Hodrick parry during Serious Quest Line. I don't think we've used any Tears of Denial thus far. I mean, maybe if I'm trying to do just like a how fast can I go kind of run, maybe. But I feel like if we were doing as fast as we could go, we'd just be trying to do buffs and not necessarily Tears of Denial. Second half of that fight, without running away like a little girl, if you stay right behind her, similarly to phase 1, excuse me, what? I already... Okay, that was... There we go. Did the same in Coltrane's chat? Alright, well he's probably gonna make his way to... I wonder if he did it in schools already. Like if he's just working his way through the DS3 directory at the moment. I feel like people just need to find better things to do with their time. Traded with princes, died simultaneously, but the dialogue keeps them from being dead, so Tears of Denial kept you alive, so the kill counted. Saved you twice, once on Hodrick, another time on the run to Osiris with the Cathedral Knight. Knocked you into the left corner, and 2 ganged up on you. You had to quit, what, like right here? One smacked you over towards the other. Well, the weird thing with that, though, is that I did the ban, and then another message somehow still came through, even though I had done the ban, and then that message came through, and when I tried to clear that message, it was like, this user is already banned, so I had to unban just to reban real quick. It was really quite odd. I don't know what was going on with that. I'll have to try out the shuttle parry on Champ Gundyr, although I'm not so sure. Literally went from Coltrane's to mine. You're watching both. Yeah, who knows how many other DS3 runners he's trying to get banned from. I don't really understand people. I don't know. Although I should take those messages and add them to the blacklist. Just in case any other dumbass or the same one decides it would be a good idea. Wow, look at that, a single bleed. Ooh, I rolled that early. Hey, Salty. How are you? I'm assuming that I'm out of bleed already. I would imagine. Yep. What? What was that? Also, why is it that sometimes my controller doesn't register vibrations? Dodge the bite and he insta-charge. What a guy. What a guy. It's like my fancy dance. Fancy dance after getting the kill. Although, actually, I don't see the point of using the shuttle parry if I have the parry dagger. Come to think of it. The Flying Breath, the curse one? Do all of them give curse? I'm actually not sure. Hold on, let me see about something real quick. Mod tools, word protection. That one's an easy add. Also add that, and also add that. People are wonderful, giving me more ways to blacklist. All right. Game of the Year is 50% off on PlayStation a couple days ago. You couldn't resist and you bought it on there also. Wait, what? Now you've got multiple copies? What if you already have it on PC though? Why get it on console out of curiosity? With stomp weapon art is also pretty satisfying. Wait, what weapon are you using? The stomp weapon art. I think I know which one you're talking about. I don't know, I feel like, I mean, for some weapons, I just kind of, I test the weapon art, go, meh. Achievement hunting? Oh no. How difficult is it to get all achievements in, or trophies on The Witcher 3? Bastard sword since you didn't level Dex, okay. I don't think I've used the bastard sword yet. I could be wrong, but I don't think so. Wait, so the flying Osiris attack just does damage? But the one that does the curse buildup is also the crystallization. 5 separate copies of Eminem Kart Racing? Well, it's probably due to the fact that, I don't know, you always talk about how much you hate it, so naturally, being that it's an old Wii game, it's cheap to pick up and give you as a gag gift. Alright, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna try the shottle parry. It's probably gonna backfire, but... yeah. Can we try parry dagger? I think you need like an early parry for that. I don't know, maybe I can do it on time. Hey Olaf, welcome back. Yeah, I think you're... do you have to be early for it? It's weird. It's throwing me off because I can't tell if I'm just doing it early or if the game is actually... I feel like it just has like a shit ton of parry frames. I think that's all it really is. Oh, no, you cannot parry that attack. Whew. No, no. No, no, no. Alright. sketchy moment right there. We're good. We're good. Yeah, no, that, okay, so what went wrong with that parry? That's just weird to me. It feels like you're supposed to be early on the parry in order to get it. But I think on time technically still works. But it doesn't have any late parry frames. Use the Uchi parry during the sword master. Yeah, I tried it. I tried it on Gundyr a couple times. I think I only got it once. So I was like, you know what? I'm done with trying this. Parrying Pontiff with the katana is anime. Yeah, I wasn't even gonna bother try after the struggles with parrying Champ with the Uchi. I was like, I'm not gonna give this a whirl on Pontiff. It's not worth it. It's basically a slightly shorter claymore with 10 dex instead of 13, a stomp weapon art instead of stance. Is there any NPC or enemy that uses the bastard sword? Or is that gonna just go into our weapon-based runs that we can't have like a proper build around? Hit you down, went for the jump attack. You got up and parried. Wait, you parried his jump attack. I know you can do it, but that's dangerous for... oh. Let Pontiff kill your parents. Oh no. That sounds like just like the start of a Disney movie, to be honest. $310 for you and you're not tired? If it was 3:10 for me and I wasn't tired, I'd be scared because I gotta get up and go to work in the morning. Alright, can we please get the charged R2 on the head? No, like, head in the wall. Okay, good. There we go. Don't think any NPC use it. Any standard enemy use it though? See, asshole of an assholey. Cosplay. What's going on, Rob? Con Julio. That's Julio. DP for my bum. What a goofy show. What a goofy show. I love getting that. It's just, I think every time that he's shoved his head into the wall, your weapon bounces off of it and it doesn't register the full attack for the stagger. I think I've only had it like once or twice that I missed doing it normally. What is with the... Now that comes down on like a heavy angle. I would have had to aim that over to the left a little bit more. No, dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm willing to bet that we are not going to be leveling. Or we're going to be like cutting it really. I don't think we're going to get enough levels from just killing the bosses. I think this is going to be a 5. I don't know, I could be wrong. But I think this is going to be one of those 5 level only NGs. Can't hear Bastard Sword without thinking of Game of Thrones. Never seen the show. You gotta watch it, man. You gotta watch it. You guys are always telling me to watch things. That's my thing to tell you to watch. Watch Game of Thrones. It's good. Rough only being level 538. Yeah, it's really tough, man. It's really tough. I need some more levels. TBH. I'm gonna see if given luck levels will
Then shall we begin?
Uno punto.
Then shall we begin?
Alright, well that one didn't give anything, so I'm not gonna do it. Strength doesn't give anything. I think we were going for intelligence at the moment. Kind of want to leave that at 69 though. Maybe I should get these to 70 and then get attunement up. Or maybe I should start pumping attunement now. Yeah, I'll start putting some points into attunement actually. Right, that's 5 levels. Alright. Good to go. Might try using Dragon Slayer Great Axe after you finish this new game. I think I can actually mid-roll with the full Dragon Slayer armor set. Like, I don't think it's as heavy as it seems. I think the armor set itself is on the lighter side, compared to what you may think. Like, most of the weight comes from the Great Axe and the shield. But I don't think the armor is actually, like, absurdly heavy. So we're going to be a mid-rolling Dragon Slayer. I don't know when we'll do that run. I do not know. At some point, we should probably do... I need to do Grey Rat's questline at some point and buy just, like, a ton of arrows. What was I going to do? I was thinking about a particular run, and I can't remember what it is now. Shoot. What did I want to do for a run? I know we have the Broken Straight Sword Hollow run. I know we have the Broken Straight Sword Hollow run to do at some point. I can't remember if I was thinking about a Pyro only run, but that's where, I mean, I think I should get some more attunement before I do something like that. I think I was thinking about doing something on like the more difficult side. Or what would be seemingly more difficult. I don't know. In all actuality. Fapring +3 and Havel to mid-roll Alva set? Wait, how heavy is Alva's? Oh, you know what? When we get to the archives, somebody remind me. We need to get the Avalon. The Avalon is one that I still have not picked up. I have the Vertebra Shackle already. I need to go and turn the Vertebra Shackle in for Lucatiel's set. Or, it's not Lucatiel's set, it's just Lucatiel's helm. But that would be fun. We can do a Lucatiel cosplay. Oh, that's why I wanted to pump Intelligence. Intelligence was purely for the Sage cosplay. That's what it was. Because freaking... Oh, man. Sage is going to be a butt. It should be fine for most things, but things that have magic resistance, like Deacons, are going to be a pain in the ass. Luckily, we have 10 skulls. But Deacons are going to be a pain, and Aldrich is probably just going to be annoying. I mean, it'll be doable, but it'll just be low DPS. Bye, Hodrick. Someone bait you into parrying, then hit you with a falling bolt. Wait, what? A falling bolt? What that? Is there a way to buff your offhand weapon? Like, would you have to two-hand? You'd have to two-hand your offhand to buff it, maybe, right? Or no? It's probably not even possible. Oh, that's not good, actually. That's actually really not good. Yep, because when you break the middle ball, he freaking does this. Ugh. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Yeah, I wanted to not pop the middle one before we fell. But it's fine. Just go around and pop those balls now. Dragon Slayer Great Axe weapon art? I know I saw K-Dub do a weapon art only run for Dragon Slayer's Great Axe. I don't know, maybe we'll do that eventually. For the time being, like, I'm gonna do regular runs. I mean, maybe eventually I would do something like that. It one-shot you since your lightning defense was garbage? Yeah, that attack can hit like a truck. It really can. What I really need to do is, like, come up with a list of... Well, that's probably what I should do. Come up with a list of, like, more than... Instead of just trying to decide, like, the day of, or, like, take 2 suggestions and have people vote on them, is gather, like, a list of maybe, like, 5 to 10 runs, and then make a straw poll and have people vote for, like, which ones they want to see, and then, like, order it, and just go and knock them out in order, and then create another one later. Yeah, because bow only and stuff like that. I want to do a bow only and a crossbow only run. I want to do a magic. Like, I want to do all the, you know, whatever in particular only runs. But I want to have... I guess we could probably be fine. I just have to go ahead and do... I have to do Grey Rat's quest line to be able to buy all that shit. But the magic and those things, I want to get my... I want to get my attunement way up and get some more intelligence and faith. Yo, Jake. Really glad to see you, man. I really am. Welcome back. Subler, is that your ringtone? You're welcome. You are so welcome. It's so good, man. I can listen to the... Have you seen the... Oh, get out of here, dog. Get out of here, man. Have you seen the hour loop of that section of the song? I think I've at least listened to the that straight for a half hour. All the spell... Yeah, we got all achievements, Purple. We've got everything. As far as achievement stuff. I'm still missing a few weapons and whatnot. I kind of wish for my sanity that they had. I wish for my sanity that they had an achievement for like all weapons and shields and armors and stuff, so I knew I had everything. You can edit MP3/MP4 with Photoshop. Wait, what? I guess MP4. I guess it makes sense. I didn't realize that Photoshop had video editing. But if video editing is available, then obviously there's an audio layer, which means that MP3 would be inherently available. Ready to start doing 80% current patch runs on Bloodborne? Oh, baby. So what, you've got a capture card and everything then, Enduritize? Hey, Nari. How many cosplay runs am I doing? What am I doing? No-hit cosplay runs? That's Squilla's thing, man. That's Squilla's thing. There's a whole part of CS18 dedicated to video. Gotcha. Do you do the what do you call it? Do you do the it's like a monthly rental thing? Do they sell the license anymore? Because it used to be that you had to pay like $700 or $800 for the license, or now you do the... I know they have the like monthly subscription for it. Big subscription with everything? Gotcha. Yeah, because I remember back with, like, was it CS5? I guess now they're just labeling them after the year. I guess they're just labeling after the year. I know back in, like, CS4 or 5, it was like you bought just Photoshop for $700 or something like that. And that was all you got. I was like, that's nuts. I'm like, that's so much. Like, I could go build somebody, like, a decent computer for $800. Like, $70 a month? Gotcha. So what is that? It's, Illustrator, Photoshop. I'm sure there's a bunch of other things, too, that are included with it. All the way to NG999? No. Not that far. We'll definitely break NG100. Definitely break NG100. Get free license for CS4? No longer supported. Okay. Yeah, so it's like, it's fine unless you have issues with it. But it's not going to be updated, so if there's any bugs or any improved features in the new ones, you'll be completely missing out on that stuff. Alright. See how Bleeding Sage goes. Maybe I can get a parry, too, if I want. I'm gonna say Sage should be weak to bleeding, so how many hits is it though? The weapon I had that was infused with bleed did ungodly amounts. I think it was 3 hits to bleed Sage. That was close. Alright, that'll work. Some form of editing photos since she does that as a hobby. Yeah, I mean, I've done some photo editing, but it's all been in GIMP. I mean, I had some copy of Photoshop on my old computer years ago, probably CS4, maybe CS3. I don't even know. It was a while ago, but I wasn't very proficient with it. Even with GIMP, like I can do some pretty basic stuff, like cropping out backgrounds and alpha channels. I used to actually, for fun, what I used to do is take some images and I would run them through a bunch of different filters. And sometimes they turned out pretty cool, actually. You get like different color schemes and stuff. And I used a different program and like Picasa and just changed a bunch of filter stuff. But outside of that, I don't really have much photo editing experience. Tire sweet, but you only use Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, and Acrobat. So do you do that for, is that for any sort of work, or do you just have that as a hobby of yours to make stuff? I don't think I threw that skull far enough. Color correction changing down on GIMP? Yeah, like I would just let him like filters over the entire image. Yo, Justin, how are you doing? Brother uses so many editing softwares and animation stuff, so complicated for you. What kind of stuff does he do with that? Like, is he just making animations? Okay, you use it for work, so then that you'd probably definitely get your fair bit out of it. It's the thing. I feel like just having like Photoshop as like a hobby type thing, like you've gotta really be dedicated to that hobby if you're gonna use it. Yeah, I wish I was better at that stuff. There's it goes so in depth. I know back in high school I took like a little digital design course, I think it was called. And so like I did it was a little bit of Photoshop and some Illustrator, but I mean they only teach you so much, especially at like a high school level. One to two color logo designs, pays for Photoshop for a year for you. Oh shit. It's pretty good, man. Jete, welcome back. Photoshop is $20 a month, but the Photoshop that's out there now is immensely powerful. Gotcha. Actually, $20 a month isn't bad. I guess 70 is for the whole suite. I, for whatever reason, was just associating that with Photoshop. Appear to be up late again. Oh no. So are you not tired at all, or are you just like in that I don't want to sleep kind of mood? Art Rage 5. I actually don't think I'm familiar with Art Rage 5. All the recent updates and support is not a bad model. It is what it is, though. Well, yeah, that's like, I mean, it's the subscription model, so like it's good, and people, you know, certain people will get their certain like their usage out of it. The way they really make their money on it is the people that subscribe for it and don't unsubscribe and then get charged, you know, every month for months on end afterwards until they realize, oh shit, I've been paying for this. Like Coral Painter? See, I know nothing, clearly. I have no idea what Coral Painter is either. I know like GIMP, Photoshop, Illustrator, like the basic stuff. I clearly have not really got into any form of true photo editing. Although I don't really have much reason to. Like the only real editing stuff that I've done is for emotes, and it's mostly been cropping or color filtering things. I mean, look at the emotes we have. They're all just like crop faces, and the trash one is just a crop trash can with a filter to turn it gold. Quite the skill. No experience with Photoshop? But you do have a story. You and your housemates draw something in Mario Paint and see who guesses it first. Oh my god, that reminds me of the, It reminds me of in Super Mario Odyssey, where you had to place the, what is it? They had a Goomba and they had Mario, and they like showed you the picture, and then you had to just like match the pieces in. Those are masterpieces right there. Those are really good. That minigame was great. Oh, it's so good. Has media that behaves like traditional media. Can act like oil, ink, watercolor, etc. Change the canvas attributes and such. Okay. Do you have like a drawing tablet then as well? I didn't paint Zico's. No, that is a candid photo. That is a candid photo. Believe it or not. Or not really candid, but it was like, here, quick. I'm taking a picture, and that was the face I made. Cold and Ice SSS happened. Just stack 3 of them on top of each other like Monka SSS. Hey man, you can make it if you wanted. Nothing's stopping you. I literally just cropped that photo, so if you want to take it and modify it, go for it. It's just a SpongeBob picture that I found. Jump rope best minigame? I saw a video actually that cheeses the jump rope minigame. Basically, they parked something like a car underneath the jump rope that the jump rope fight would, the jump rope minigame would start, and then you could just stand on top of it. If I had bleed resin on, yeah, if you just stood on top of it, you know, the minigame would go and you would never get hit. Oh, I ran through the frostbite. Rip. Rip. Alright, I don't like the fact that the wolf is just kind of like walking around not wanting to do anything. What is... Dude, what is happening right now? I'm like not ready to do anything until this wolf attacks me. Is his AI bugged? Okay. Just taking my pupper on a walk. Oh no, I pissed him off. I pissed him off. Oh no. Damn, I was trying to kill the wolf. Alright, no, I was trying to kill freaking Grave Tender and not trigger the wolf. I wanted to walk him around the arena, because I'm not going to get that bug ever again. Hey, Glummers. Zoe in DLC 2 has some mad poise with her pyramids. She's tough, man. She's freaking tough. I remember fighting her when we did the SL1. I think I had to... What did I do? I cheesed her off the edge. Which, like, bugs her out so she doesn't come back. I don't know why I got greedy there. Oh, how many whiffs? How many whiffs? Oh, boy. You could have been dead so much faster. Could have been dead so much faster. Although that's a run to do as well. The Pyromancer Zoe. That's the run that I would like to do. Because she's got what? She's got a whip and then a couple of different pyromancies. Those would be good. Don't think the volleyball one has any cheese strats? No, I don't think it has a cheese strat, Purple. I think the volleyball minigame has like... I mean, it's got like a strat to it, but it's still execution based. Like, you still have to be able to do it. You can't just stand there and have something happen. I know that there was like a semi-cheese doing it in like 2-player mode or something like that. But that was the most I could think, or the most, like, the cheesiest thing I saw. Hey, classified. Trying to kill her with your dagger and you couldn't close the gap. Yeah, she's tough. Why am I so bad at this skip? Nope, I'm dead. Not dead. Oh, God. No. What the heck, man? I think I need to hit it more to the left so I can sprint. No, I don't want to roll. Please insert treats to continue. Wait, so if you feed it treats, then it attacks you? That doesn't seem quite right. Why is this so difficult for me sometimes? Isn't it that rock? I know it's like jumping at this shadow. Now I'm dead. Yo, Turco. My weapon +7? Nah, man. We got +10. We got 2 +10s, because why not? Just in case I decide to attack with the left one. Order new pupper. My dog's broke. I need a new one. Well, I don't quite know the exact setup for this, apparently. I thought I did know it, but I can't consistently get it to happen, so I must be missing something entirely. Is there any way to skip this little thing? I guess not. Solid ground's about halfway through. Whoa! Got a little bit of a boost going up there, but... Was it you? Oh, no, it's not supposed to roll. I'm supposed to be jumping more to the right. Just be quicker at this point. Yeah, I mean, I had been skipping this skip because I hadn't been getting it, but I got it the other day when we were doing the escort run. Now I'm hard-headed. Need to get it. You believed in the universal truth all puppers are good, then you played Ashes in Ariandel? They're not quite puppers though, they're wolves. They're wolves. And wolves behave quite differently. Enduritize! Help! Help me. How do I do it? Why the shit am I so bad? Come on, man. The little rock, jump here, and my character keeps rolling. Do you jump at more of an angle to the right? Come on. What the heck, man? He said, I remember him saying about jumping from the rock in the dirt. Would that be this rock? This is the rock I'm looking at, or is it this rock? That seems too far back. Towards a little shadow, this, right? This little shadow right here. And this rock. So I'm doing that line. My character's rolling. Why is my character being a scrub? Clearly, I must be like jumping just a hair too late or something like that. It's the only thing I can think of as to why it would roll. That was bad because I was off my line. What the heck? Why are you so bad? Come on, man. There to there. My character. Fuck it. I'm done. A streamer, you could have done this from the start and it would have been way faster. Yeah, I'm fully aware. I understand my decisions. The consequences that come with them. Ugh. Invitate you? No. No, I'm mocking myself. Entirely mocking myself for doing this. Also, I don't know what the heck. The air conditioning is on, but it's like, it must be, I don't know if it went off after a certain time, but it's like hot and humid outside, and I am starting to get mildly uncomfortable. That I gathered important experience while trying. I don't think I gathered any experience while trying, to be quite honest. I don't think I got anything out of that. I learned a whole bunch of ways that I thought worked, but don't. At least I can do that little skip. I gotta like watch a video or something on it. What weapons am I using? I have a shottle in each hand, and I also have a parry dagger in my left hand as well. I need like ice in my water or something to cool me off. Oh no. This is like really uncomfortable. This like combination of heat and humidity is actually starting to like make my skin freak out, and I don't like it. Enough DS1 to get familiar with NPCs? I had to look up the build for it. I mean, I knew he used the shottle. I didn't know what the offhand stuff was. Alright. I will be right back, guys. Give me a moment. Alright, sorry about that. Hopefully it's a little bit better. It's, I don't know. My skin, like, is like a weird, it's been getting, like, weird reactions to overheating.
I've seen your kind.
Everybody fit. But yeah, no, so the skeleton dudes with the kukris, that's the Karthus shottle. The regular shottle you just buy from Patches. Patches just sells these. Falchion, you think the regular skeletons drop them? You loved it in previous. Yeah, I have to farm the Falchion as well. As the Karthus curved greatsword I still haven't gotten, which is from there's the giant skeleton. All right, well that was easy. There's the giant skeleton in the catacombs. I don't know if there's more than one though. Like there's one when you go around the first time to get over to the shortcut in catacombs, but I don't know if they're maybe up top. There's also one. I'm not quite sure, to be honest. Not quite sure at all. Because if there's something easier, if there's an easier one to farm, then I would definitely go for it. Falchion and Dequelax. I think the Falchion and like, or maybe even it's the Enchanted Falchion in DS1 is like pretty good for like consistent use in like permadeath runs. I know when I was like when I would see Chichen doing DS1 NG to NG plus 6 permadeath runs, I think he would use the Falchion for a good chunk of it. Two curves. Yeah, there's Karthus curved sword, which drops from the smaller guys, and then there's Karthus curved greatsword. So the Karthus curved sword I farmed from the guys, the bonfire up past where the big rat is, on the other side of where the ball rolls. If you go wait for the ball to roll, you turn right, and then you go in the hallway to the left. There are 2 skeletons there. You can farm the curved sword from them. Karthus curved greatsword, I know at least 1 skeleton that has it. I don't know if there's any more than that though. That's the one I was just talking about. Alright, so we got the chapel bonfire already. I hate it. I do that so often where I like set up my hotbar ahead of time, and then when I go to actually use the item, I start scrolling through my hotbar again, which kind of defeats the purpose entirely of setting it up ahead of time. It's like, well, what were you doing? Looking at the bridge on the cliff? Wilhelm? Are you talking about the bridge in the catacombs? The one in the catacombs, that's the Karthus curved greatsword. Yeah, because the guy before him is the curved, or is the Karthus shottle, and then I think the other ones up top have Karthus shottles or Karthus swords. He's the only one that comes to mind that has a Karthus curved greatsword, unless there's something down in. Oh, maybe down in Demon Ruins, possibly. I'm not entirely sure though. These shoulder pads are like, they're too excessive. Like they just stick way out. It looks so ridiculous. A right and proper flail? So what are the, is Ariandel's weapon not good enough for you? What is it called? Ariandel's whip? The hands of the torso? Actually, I'm not sure. I'd have to look at the armor pieces. Rose of Ariandel, that's what it's called. That's what it's called. Yeah, we used that as a catalyst one time. But I've never used it as a proper weapon. Oh, come on. Oops. Yeah, no, it's on the shoulder blades. Because the gauntlets are only, like, from the forearm down. Yeah, it's only from, like, the forearm down. You get most of the... Oh, shoot. The chest covers most things. Ooh, I just barely hit Frida on that. No, 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 no.
Leave us be, Ashen One. Thou art the Lord of yonder, and have thine own subjects to guide.
Can almost see the sun. What are you doing up still, man? 4 a.m. is late. It's not a weekend. It's not a weekend. Give it up the day. Yeah. I mean, plus you can always, if you've got like passive healing items and stuff too, it's not a big deal. BB Gaines, how are you doing? Alright, let's try and not die like we just did. How about that? It's like some crazy ass concept. Hyper armor is my friend. Just kidding, it's not. It's your friend. Oh, come on. Give it to me, Frida. Rose is typically used with RTSR. I mean, it's probably not a bad way to set it up, although you'd already have to have some missing health because it doesn't chunk that much out of it. I guess unless you have low health already. Rose of Ariandel, RTSR, Morian Blade. Just stack the damage boosters. No. So close. Building a house in Sims 4 and before you know it 4 hours have gone by. Yeah, from what I've seen, that you can get pretty caught up with it pretty quickly. Were you building a house based on like actual people or just kind of making a house to make a house? Oh no. I really need to work on my phase 2 here. Dream home kind of thing? Okay, so you're more so designing the house than a household. I guess I'm just too used to the streamer I know who plays Sims 4 sometimes. He's got like 4 households made up of viewers. I don't think he spent too much time on the actual house design, but this is a lot. Oh, come on, Frida. A lot of time spent designing the individuals. Frida, can you back off, please? Get a life. I attacks. Oh no. Oh, big nopes. Big nopes. Got killed by that one last time. Not really feeling that. My bleed is probably gone. And I need backstabbing. Yep. Always hits so hard. I need to pay more attention to the speedrun strat of how they keep Ariandel like easy to get in second phase. Is Sudoku with the whip while setting up RT Star lost a couple million souls. Oh no. What new game was that on? Got it last weekend. It's still on sale. How much is it on sale for right now? Because I know the way they get you with Sims 4 is all the DLCs. There's so many. Well, I know that strat. Awesome. Thank you so much. Frida, can you chill, please? Now that the third phase can finally properly begin. Yo, Fudge, how are you? No backstab. Awesome. Fantastic. This fight is going swimmingly. I love it. I love it. There we go. There we go. Yeah, the backstab hitbox is like really weird when she's in that wind up. I can roll into that one and try and get another backstab too. Hey, Cyan DM. What's up? There we go. It's just on that like opening overhead that I seem to struggle with it. Although I do appreciate the chain backstab attacks. Rolling Frida. I'm sorry, Fudge. I'm just a mere casual scrub. I don't know the efficient strats, or I haven't practiced them, rather. I try my best. I try my best. Aw, come on. Stop moving, Frida. Oh my god, I'm gonna die. Get out of here, lady. Come on. Come on. Make sure to kill the Firekeeper like a true Lautrec. I'll kill her at the end. I'll kill her at the end, or before we go to Anne Orlando, I should kill her, because then that would be fitting. So somebody remind me before we actually go to, I guess after Pontiff, something like that. Do you even weapon art? Sometimes. Sometimes I do. The ending where you stomp her head, that's lore appropriate. That's the one where you get the Firekeeper eyes, give them to her, and then you kill her You hit R1 during the cosplay? Not the weapon art? Well, I can't do the weapon art because I've got one in each hand. After the cutscene? I thought it was like during the cutscene. Like when it starts, there's like a short little bit where you, like, you're just kind of sitting there. You have to summon her and then... Yeah, because I've done that one a long, long time ago. Yeah, we can do that. Somebody please remind me, though, to do that. Gotta get the proper cosplay. After watching Mordius 3, wants to do it a Lady Elfrida cosplay IRL. Ooh. I don't think have I seen an actual Lady Frida cosplay? Don't forget to annihilate the waifu. I meant remind me, like, I don't know, a little bit closer to the end of the run. Although we already were in Untended Graves, so I need to go back there to pick up the Firekeeper eyes. Trying to think if there's anything that I could do that would alert me of it. Like if I give her the eyes now and go through the dialogue, the music changes, right?
We have been charged by God with a sacred quest.
I think the music changes then in Firelink. Gaines, thank you for the follow. Had to make the scythe, and that's a hell of a request. Put your crafting skills to the test. See how good you are at, I guess, smithing, right? Although, what would you do, like a sparkly blue tint to it? An IRL Judicator Argo cosplay? You have the build for it? Are you ridiculously tall? Like, I don't know, 20 foot tall? Hey, Colt. Happy Monday to you as well. Mondays are always so slow. It's like a hard mental day. No. You get out of here. 5'20". 6'8". It's pretty tall. Doing math, homework, and cleaning. He dropped something, yeah, but I already have all the stuff he could have dropped. I don't feel like getting duplicates. So you got shit done? Didn't feel good about it though. Wait, what? Doing math, homework, and cleaning, so you got shit done, but you didn't feel good about it. Why did you not feel good about getting stuff done? Are you taking some sort of summer course then, Colt? If you're doing math homework? Ew, math. Ew, math. 2 Firekeepers I could kill. Who's the second one? Who's the second Firekeeper? Is Irina? Is that her name? Irina? Shit. Damn it. Ah! I know what I'm trying to do. Make her become a Firekeeper only to kill her? How do you get her to become a Firekeeper? Is it just by talking to her and sending her back to the shrine? Or is there some additional steps to make her a Firekeeper? Because I could just straight up kill her. Like where she is now. 2 Miracle Tomes. Oh, okay. Maybe. I don't know where the miracle tomes are out. All are good miracles and none of the bad. Oh, right, none of the dark miracles. You have to give her the 2 regular miracles. Tomes. Yeah, I mean, if you guys point out where all that stuff is and I can grab it. Okay, Deacon, stop being jerks. Stop being jerks. Why are you so beefy? Why are you so beefy? Linear algebra? Because apparently you have to pass the classes for them to count. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, so Colt, when do you graduate? Or did you graduate and then you realize that you didn't have this class? Or I forget when you're set for being done. So I know you had said about... Oh, come on! Fully debated here. What the shit? Stop doing the instant teleport. Can I get this one? Maybe? Thank you. 6 credits away. Okay, so you're now in December. Wait, so you're taking just 1 or 2 classes this summer? Alright, let's see how much bleeding this might do. Get a lot of attacks in. Not a lot of bleed procking going on here. Gonna get something at the end, maybe? There it is. Wow. A little bit of help. Stop freaking healing, you shit! Oh my god. I hate this boss so much. Oi. Oi. Hot damn. AKT, welcome back. Running to other friends on other friends' streams? Yeah, it's pretty neat to like see who knows people outside of what you know already, like what connections you know already exist. Like you go to somebody's stream and they're like, oh shit, I didn't know you're here. And it's like, yeah, I followed this person for, like, I had it one time, I think it was with Master Yak, that he was in a stream and he was like, oh, like he was surprised to see me, and it was somebody that I had followed like over a year ago. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. You know me from somewhere? Where, Wider? I feel like I've seen you before. 1 class this summer, because they don't offer any useful comp sci classes in the summer, and then 1 in the fall. Drive and sell time at an hourly rate. Wait, why am I going this way? We need to go to Abyss Watchers. Okay, so you're just gonna do... You're just doing Uber in the meantime? Yeah, no, I gathered that, Skylord. I gathered that. I think I know BB Gaines, or at least had seen her in Calcronins at a minimum, maybe elsewhere. Oh shit. Whatever kind of gig jobs you can do. That's true. What do I think about turkey? It's pretty damn good for Thanksgiving. It goes very well with mashed potatoes, gravy, corn. It goes very, very well with those things. Thought you recognized the name? I was like, yeah, because like that's the thing too, is like I saw your name and I assumed, like, I guess wrongfully assumed, obviously. I was like, oh, I know, like just like, oh, she followed from that and hadn't been here before, so now I'm even more confused as to how you found your way here. Hey Doctor, how are you? Just got a 10-hit PB. That's not bad for a first attempt. And stage stream first? Probably. It sounds about right. This dude's gonna chase. Shit. Shit. On your homepage for Twitch. Wait, what? How the hell did I end up there? Hey, Ralph Bob, how are you? Talked to my dad yesterday? Yeah, I did. I did. I called him, wished him a happy Father's Day. The usual stuff. Not really sure. I always wonder. I guess sometimes it's like somebody that you follow made a clip of some. I don't know. I don't go to the Twitch homepage all that often. I feel like I would have more insight into this if I actually used it. But I always go straight for directory/following. I think actually if I type in T into my URL, that's the first thing that comes up, and then Twitter, and then my dashboard. Don't know where you met me before? I don't know, Dex or somewhere else? I have no idea. Oh shit. Squilla! What up, man? Congrats on the 10-hit PB. Luis, welcome back. Mungadungalis, how are you doing? How are you guys doing? Coming for more cosplays, I see. But welcome on in, everybody, from Squilla Stream. 1 year. Hot damn. Hot damn, man.
Try the green noodles, Kappa.
The green noodles? What if I don't want the green noodles? What if I like the regular taste of noodles? I'm trying to push this health food shit on me. Thank you for 1 freaking year, Squilla. Hope you continue to enjoy your face, sir. Lambs, how are you doing? Puffy Rice Ball, what's going on? Ground Shaker, what's up? Genghis, how are you?
Just because I felt like it.
Well, Genghis, thank you. Thank you very much for the bits. They taste the same? It was just a pesto one? They do not taste the same. Maybe similar. Maybe similar, but not entirely the same. Don't try and push this. Oh, they're different but the same BS on me. Brew, welcome back. Silent Utopian, Puffy Rice Ball, Mungadungalis, and Web Wesky, thank you guys for the follows.
Tell your master that we have been charged by God with a sacred quest.
Oh shit. Hey Gladtree, Gunner, what's up? No Stan, how are you? Inhale, welcome back. Yeah, so for those of you coming in from schools, I should probably explain what we doing. Probably explain what we're doing. We're doing a NG43 Lautrec cosplay run. What? What? Genghis, you just got here. You just got here. Genghis, thank you very much for the sub. I hope you enjoy your face. Thank you very much. Yeah, so we're on New Game Plus 43. We just got all achievements completed a few days ago. Slowly but surely working on collecting everything basically in the game. And eventually we'll be getting to max level. We're slowly working on it, but it takes a little bit of time. Only NG Plus 43. I know. We're slacking. We're slacking. Gunner, Ground Shaker, Evil Dead, I Am How, Filthy Twisted Fate Main, Obi-Wan, No Stan, and Zombie Caesar. Thank you guys all for the follows. Very, very appreciative. Shaking my as far as I know. What? What even? You leave now, it's 4:16 a.m. You should sleep. Probably not a bad idea. Probably not a bad idea.
Go and tell your master that we have been charged by God with a sacred quest.
How are you doing, Evil? What's up? Yeah, have a good night, Olaf. Thank you for stopping by.
You seek the Holy Grail.
We're going into queued up notification land. We're gonna be hearing this for a little bit now. What was it, Squilla? The one time you hosted me after you got the Bloodborne no-hit and we went for 15 minutes of notifications. I think it was 15 minutes straight of notifications.
Come and see the violence inherent in the system. Help, help, I'm being repressed.
Geek Lord, welcome back. I didn't even know what to do. I just sat there. I was like, I mean, we're supposed to be playing Bloodborne. However, I'ma just sit here for a while this all happens. And then random people subbed and threw bits out of hype for you to me. It was a whole weird thing. I didn't really know what I was supposed to do about it. Lambs, Bones, and Shvati, thank you guys for the follows.
You must cut down the mightiest tree in the forest with a herring.
Oh Lord,
Toxic Womp Rat, thank you for the follow as well.
but with it thou mayst blow thine enemies to tiny bits in thy mercy.
Yeah, I've been meaning to add a couple more Monty Python clips to the follow alerts to give some more variation. I think I only have 5 for the follows, and then obviously there's the sub, the resub, and the donations. But I need to get more follow alerts. Stealing partners viewer. Is it really stealing if he like kindly handed them over to me? You love the same 3 notifications? But there's 5 of them. But there's 5. Monty Python alerts, but has only seen the Holy Grail. To be fair, all of my Monty Python alerts are from Monty Python and the Holy Grail. So, at least it's consistent. At least it's consistent. D-Pod, how are you? That gets kicked. That gets kicked off a cliff. Not this time. Not this time. I'm kicking bitches off of cliffs. Or at least that's the goal. See, Monty Python. You follow? I do appreciate the follows. Terranoid, no, it's a Terrandoid. Thank you for the follow. Yeah, we're apparently also with this cosplay, we're going to be doing the ending where we kill the Firekeeper, and apparently we're going to give Irina the good miracles, like the good tomes, the regular miracle tomes, and then we're gonna kill her too, because, you know, Lautrec's a simple, kind man, so naturally we will kill all Firekeepers. Yeah, just Lautrec things. Just Lautrec things. Now, Egon is also from Carim, but I don't think he's as much of an ass. And he seems to be like a relatively like hard-headed individual, but I don't think he's going around killing Firekeepers or anything like that. Ding Wrinkle, thank you for the follow. I'm gonna read that. Not really, because it's in German and I have no idea what it says. When is the Nunstuck something and Siegmeyer? Yeah? Something. I don't know what the rest of that says. Until he evades you in the Ring City. Oh, right. Is that's Egon that invades you in the, what is it? In the tower before Midir on the bridge? Is that him that invades? I guess I never really paid attention to the who is invading you message. King Caesar and Jose, thank you guys for the follows.
You must cut down the mightiest tree in the forest with a herring.
Crovenoke, how are you? Monty Python's far notifications? What is this gloriousness? How have you not come across it before? I don't know, we keep ourselves relatively tucked away in the Twitch universe. But welcome. Not his name, but it's his armor. Okay. I guess I didn't pay too much attention to it. I was more concerned about just killing him and not dying myself. Alright, I'm gonna try and up my chances here just a little bit for the Karthus Curved Greatsword. Because that's one of the few weapons we still haven't gotten. I'm not really sure how I want to go about farming for the falchion when we have to do that eventually.
Go and tell your master that we have been charged by God with a sacred quest.
Krovno, thank you for the follow. The documentary about the funniest joke in the world? Doesn't that, like, not make it a funny joke anymore, though? Like, if you have to go that in-depth about the funniest joke in the world and watch a documentary, documentaries are inherently boring. Not necessarily boring, but they're, like, I don't know. They're not funny. They're just, like, maybe interesting is at best. So, no, I have not seen it, nor would I want to. I think I would just rather be told the joke. It's a Monty Python meme. Oh, the more you know. I still need to watch the other Monty Python stuff, but we've discussed that. Stop giving me garbage. Just give me your Karthus freaking Kurt Greatsword, man. Is that so difficult? Wait, what was the other ring that I had on? Lloyd's? Oh no, that was ring slot 1. Memes in the 70s? I wasn't exactly around in the 70s, so I kind of picked up on the Monty Python, the Holy Grail stuff a little bit late via some suggestions of friends who I don't know who suggested it to them, but that was back in like late elementary school. I remember them talking about it. I think I watched it 6th or 7th grade. But that's the only I've seen some clips of other Monty Python stuff, but that's about it. Also, Zombie, how are you? Some kind of 90s kid? I'm smack dab in the middle of the 90s, 95. Direct your obscure Monty Python references to you. As long as somebody's gonna understand it. I may not, but I'll catch up eventually. We'll get there. So naturally after this, Walnir will summon his sword. As per usual. So predictable, Walnir. So freaking predictable. Oh, that works. Technically a 90s kid, 99, then most would argue that you're not. I mean, yeah, technically speaking, yes, but as far as, like, associating with 90s things, I'm barely a 90s kid, because, yeah, when I was, like, say 4 or 5, like, when I was 5, it was 2000, right? So, like, sure, I grew up as, like, an infant in the 90s. So I'm, like, the stuff I'm gonna remember is gonna be more early 2000s type of stuff. Only 90s kids will remember. Party like it's 1999. Hey, Maroc, welcome back. The hardest cosplay for me? I want to say the hardest one that we've done thus far was probably, whose was it? What's the guy that invades? Or not invades, the guy that you get the cracked red eye orbs from? Up at the top of Firelink. Because he uses the moon sword? Leonard, yeah, Leonard's cosplay was god-awful. Because his weapon does, like, terrible damage, even with, I had, like, 60 or 70 dex and, like, 60 intelligence, and the weapon still did terrible damage. You actually got more damage out of his weapon art. As hard in the name, yeah, so it's a 2-for-1 with that. Diablo, welcome back, and also thank you for the host. How are you doing? Super Tachi, welcome back. And range, yeah. So, like, at least with this, the damage is fine for the range that it is, but that has the range of basically a dagger, but with less damage. I didn't use the weapon art. I used it to kill Cinder, but I probably should have used it more than that. Hey, Yulkins, how are you? Matt, welcome back. Lobster in the name. That's where the Clopster the Lobster meme comes from. At 200,000 deaths in Ori? Wait, does Ori actually track your death count, like, cumulatively? I don't think I remember seeing that stat. I should probably load the game up and see. The weapon's cool and that's what's important, at least to you. Yeah, but when you're doing it at max new game, you kind of want it to do damage. The Firekeeper was harder? Well, the Firekeeper, I mean, yes, okay, technically speaking, the Firekeeper was the hardest run we did. But that's because we did an escort run. That was a lot of fun though. So for those of you who are new and missed it, on Saturday, we did a 12-hour stream. Well, actually, it took us 12 hours. But we did an escort run of DS3. So I dressed up as the Firekeeper, and the only thing I was allowed to do was use like miracles to heal and buff. But I would summon people in, and they would have to 100% kill the bosses and escort me through the areas. So it took us 12 hours, but it was a hell of a lot of fun. I think the thing that made it so tough was the fact that it was New Game Plus 7 with like 3 summons. So the boss's health pools were huge. I think Gale had over 32,000 health, if I remember correctly. Dresses up like the Firekeeper. You know it, man. It's what I wear to bed. It's quite comfy as my evening wear. Makes me feel pretty. Please don't explode on me. Okay, thank you. Why don't I power stance? I wish. That would be fun if power stancing was a thing in this. Cause then I get like double boss weapons and stuff and power stance with them. So much better. SL1 NG plus 7, 3 summons, fist only. How about no? How about no? I mean SL1 NG plus 7 fist only is difficult enough as is. There's not really many people who have done it, let alone for every boss. I don't think it's been done. Had a PC for that. I wish. Yeah, it was fun. It was good that we had it on PC. I think if I was gonna do it again, I would need to have it on like PS4. But the problem is I really don't want to drop the money on PS4 just to do like a single run, you know. Bought Neo for 17 bucks today. Even if you only play 20 hours, you're good to go. So you use the $1 per hour rule of thumb as well. Hey, Quez. Rip XXX. I don't know what you're... I think I heard somebody mention, but I don't know who the person is, unfortunately. He's a rapper, okay. What happened? I don't know if something to be talked about or not. If you get 20 hours out of a $60 game, you're doing good. What's going on, Boffin? You think so? I don't know. I oftentimes go with the $1 per hour kind of rule of thumb, but like if it's a really good game, I don't really mind. Shot and killed, damn. That's rough, man. It's rough. I mean, it's never that anybody. You never see that stuff coming, and it's not that it should happen. $1 per hour, you're doing really good. Jesus. Holy crap. Holy crap. Was it a targeted thing, or was it just like wrong place, wrong time? Messy violence, but he's making an honest change for himself. Got Persona 5 for 25 bucks, played 113 hours, got all the Dark Souls on sale. Played them over 600 hours, so they're pretty good deals. Yeah, that's like, I had DS3 was game shared with me on Xbox and Steam, and I had a couple hundred hours, and I was like, I might as well just buy it because it's on sale now. So I bought it. I think I have over 800 something hours. Like, I think I'm closing in on 900 cumulative hours on DS3 alone. I'm like, yeah, that was worthwhile to just buy it. It makes sense. Social media celebrating his death? Yeah. There's some messed up people in the world. Zelda, you played over 100 hours? Really good, $60. Yeah, I gotta go back and play it again. I don't know how long my first playthrough took. I want to say it probably took about 50 or 60 hours. But I need to go back and play it again. I think what I might do, I might semi-copy you. Need to maybe start up another character and try and do all shrines on it. So little Zelda left and you're so sad? Well, hey man, what I'm planning on doing actually is I want to play through all of the Zelda games. I want to play through all of the Zelda games at some point. So I'm wondering if it's... Like, I think I might start back with the original one and work from there. I've already played Link to the Past. So what I might do when I get to that one is do a randomizer one. Memes are made for most high-profile deaths. Nothing is sacred. Yeah, it's pretty much like there's a minimal mourning time, and it's really unfortunate, but that's how the internet goes. A lot of the GBA ones to play. Yeah, so I had played Link to the Past, Oracle of Ages, and Oracle of Seasons on Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance. Back when I was a kid, but I had never beaten any of them. And then we went and did Link to the Past last year. And I've been meaning to play the other ones, but I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So what I think I might do is go back to Zelda 1 and 2, which I think are both NES. I know Zelda 1 is NES. Maybe the second one's Super Nintendo. Actually, I think they're both NES. So I was going to do both of those. I have a GameCube now. I got to get some cables for it. I think my friend has some discs. The thing I don't know about at the moment is N64 because I don't own one. Ever played the OG one? I did not. My cousin actually has the NES like golden cartridge for the original Legend of Zelda, and he was gonna let me borrow it. I should have played it years ago when he did. Use an emulator? No. So here's my thing. I like using the normal controller. So like I'm fine with like NES and Super Nintendo. I'm fine with emulating it and using like a game or like a Xbox controller because the layout is the same, right? D-pad and the 4 buttons or 2 buttons for NES. I actually have an NES. Like if I bought the game, I could play it off of that. But I'm like really weird about like playing mapped controls. So like when I see the buttons displayed for an N64 controller, I want to like it throws me off trying to mentally map it to a like an Xbox controller. So what I'll probably have to do for that is buy like a PC, like a USB N64 controller. So that might be like the solution for it is just to buy a USB one. And then since I have a GameCube, like I can obviously just borrow the actual discs. Alright, let's see how my parrying is with the parry dagger on him. Okay, is that... Like, I don't know if... excuse me? Roll catches. By the way, I'm, like, okay at the game. Pontiff, by far my worst. Really? Awesome. Okay, so it should be normal timing. I tried to go a little bit early on it before, but... I don't know how to do the backwards one, or I get the timing messed up rather. Really? Really? I don't. I'm like almost better. Jesus. Input read? I'm actually surprised by that. Yeah, I'm just so bad with this boss. Which is kind of nuts. Like, for the amount of times that I've killed him and stuff, he still gives me so much trouble. So much freaking trouble. Before Pong, your first was Atari. Nothing wrong with that, though. Nothing wrong with that. I'm sure it would be really cool to have like gone through all the transitions and stuff, and like how things have improved and changed. Like, what is it when these two don't synchronize their attacks? Oh no, I'm dead. What? Oh, I thought they were doing the explosion attack. Oh, okay. Saved it. Yeah, no, I thought he was doing the explosion. That's why I was like freaking out when I rolled backwards. From pointing out, it's been astounding. Is a good word. Your first obsession was Ultima 2 on PC Junior. 1984 and you were 10. So did you go through like the DOS gaming, I guess, right? Would it be DOS stuff? Yeah, PC gaming has had obviously huge changes as well, just considering the nature of it. Atari 2600 came out when you were a kid. I want to say that Game Boy Color was my first. But we also had an NES and a Sega Genesis. I can't remember if that came before it or not. Because I know I got the Game Boy Color when I was 5. Like 2000 I got that. But I can't remember when my parents got us the NES and the Sega Genesis from my uncle. Because I remember playing the hell out of like the old Super Mario. Or like, what was it? No, Mario Bros. It was just Mario Bros. The one where they come out of the pipes. And you flip over the little crab dudes and the turtles and stuff. And then we also had Duck Hunt. That was fun. I still have all these things. Duck Hunt with the gun. Pinball. Pinball was fun. Excite Bike. I remember playing a bunch of Excite Bike. What? When did you shoot? You just shot the one past me. So I don't know where that other one came from. But the game, like the save mode on it, so like there was an option to save your track that you made. Mine like sat in like an infinite loading, like an infinite save thing, so that was like the one thing that didn't work. Graphics aren't going to improve as much compared to the launch of the PS3, Xbox 360. Then compare Expo and launch titles with the current ones. Some improvement. Yeah, it's basically just like texture stuff. I mean, obviously I don't know. Things are gonna run smoother as far as like how much better they can look. I don't know, but I think what's gonna end up happening is it's gonna be that things are gonna look maybe a little bit better, but they're gonna run a whole lot smoother. TI 99 4A audio tape programs played text adventures. I remember in, what is it, Black Ops, they had one of those text adventures in it. Okay, so in honor of how DS1 proceeds to Anne Orlando, we have to go kill the Firekeeper. So, typical Lautrec things, don't mind me. Okay. Yeah, I think that actually that's a good point, Matt. The procedural generation of things will be a lot better. How can I do that to her? I'm freaking Lautrec, man. It's my job. It's my job description. It's like, what are you good at? Killing firekeepers. Past job experience, DS1. No, she responds. She responds. Hey Dibs, welcome back. How they made this game for 360 and PS3 since they had 512 megs of RAM. Well, that's why it's like loading times and stuff, because they had to put so much stuff on like hard disk, and you could only have so many things like loaded at once. Lautrec equals be a bastard, pretty much. That's the cover letter. Push you down? Yeah, I'll get back up, but it was still rude to push me. Wait, I'm on the right side, right? Yeah. Easy. Dibs on one stream a month. I haven't heard that joke before. Also, how are you, Ding, by the way? So I did not ask. Alright, now that we killed her, now we'll...
But knowest thou not, I cannot die.
Well, that's unfortunate. No, I'm kidding.
Please, Ashen One, allow me to serve you.
I know you tried to kill me, but I cannot die.
Lords have left their thrones and must be delivered to them. To this end, I am ever at thy side.
All right.
Ashen One, are these eyes? How gracious of thee, Ashen One. The very things we firekeepers...
How'd she kill the firekeeper in DS1 then? Different firekeeper. This one's clearly not as skilled at dying. Finish the sketch up for the scythe? Nice, man. How much material and stuff is it gonna take?
Thanks for the eyes thou'st given. But firekeepers are not meant to have eyes. It is forbidden.
Do I want you to respond? I mean, that's up to you.
Sliver of light.
I mean, I like knowing if people are doing well or not, but if you don't want to tell me, that's fine. It's your life. You live it how you want.
Ashen One, is this truly thy wish? Of course.
Alright, so this is all a precursor for actually killing her at the end of this.
This will be our private affair. No one else may know of this.
Coiled sword worth a slab to the birds. Yeah, actually speaking of which, I do need to go up to the birds. Not for that though. We've got plenty of slabs. We have way too many slabs.
The day of thy grand betrayal.
You're doing eyes?
Ashen One, if thine kill me, and strip these eyes from my
Free to sight so you can get accurate numbers. I mean, you could probably take a screenshot and then kind of guesstimate it at least all off of there.
it has always been.
So scale it to your girlfriend so it's proportionate.
Ashen One.
Okay, so
Farewell,
that's all the same.
Ashen One.
But yeah, as far as slabs go, I think we're in pretty good shape. Yeah, I only have 113 of them. Hey, Frost. Then well, Squilla hosted, so. Who changed the music? I gave her the eyes, so the music changes. No one else may know that. Yeah, through Firelink Shrine. It's not like there's anybody else just chilling in there. You know. Hot damn, when's the last time we had to do tree jump? Homer bones that we don't need. Firekeeper cosplay? Oh yeah, Dibs, just send Purple your firekeeper. Oh wait, no, yours was a firekeeper one. Never mind. I needed your firekeeper cosplay for Saturday's run, Dibs. When I was doing the firekeeper cosplay in game, I should have been dressed up like the firekeeper too. Would have been more authentic. Alright, so I want Lucatiel's mask. Excellent. I'm like really tempted to fall from this height because we have max vitality and dex, but I still don't trust it. Pay money to see you in it. Oh man. Internet's been out for 3 hours. iPod is connected to the shitty little hotspot. Can only see chat help. Oh no. Somebody help Senor. Somebody help Senor. That's awful. That's no bueno. Alright, where are we even going now? Oh, right. Anorlando. Why can I not find it? Oh, here we are. Does it say the firekeepers have to be grills? I don't think so. I mean, grills typically are heated by fire, though, so they might need to be. Oh, the changes dialogues after giving the eyes as well? Okay. I did not know that. I did not know that. Is it worthwhile to try and bleed Aldrich with this build? I feel like the bleed has been fairly minimal. I think fire might be better. I think fire still might be better for this. Turns his internet back on. Have you tried turning it off and turning it back on again? Is it plugged in? It's actually sad how many times that solves people's problems, though. Lautrec cosplay more than the truck cosplay? I don't know. I thought the truck cosplay was pretty damn good, though. I thought it was fairly substantial cosplay. Alright, let's see how this goes. This shouldn't be too bad. I'm thinking, though, that fire is going to be the better way to go. I really don't think that bleed is going to do too much against him. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Also, it bothers me when I buff my weapon that it only buffs one of them. I feel like I'm lopsided. Extremely lopsided. In all fairness. Oh, we're gonna go instant teleport? Okay. That's cool. That's cool, I guess. Hey, that feeling when no arrows. That's what's up. You know what's good, Aldrich. You know what's good. Not gonna have enough damage. So close. So close. Fake out. Ooh, back to back. You're being real nice to me today. What did I do to deserve that? Awful lot of souls. Well, Boffin, it takes me an awful lot of souls to level up.
Go and tell your master that
Just
we
a
have
couple.
been charged by God with a sacred quest.
Terso Scarlet, thank you for the follow. Florida summer suck. It's pretty humid up here too. But I know it gets very humid down there as well. Someone had a technical problem and I called for the IT guy. Dude unplugged his house. Wait, what? How do you unplug your house? What? Do you have to go to your electric box, like, outside, and there's a line into your house, I guess, that you would unplug? I feel like that shouldn't be accessible, though, to just, like, the house owner. Isn't the electric box supposed to stay locked and only touched by your electric company? Unplugged his mouse by accident. That's a little bit different. That's a little bit different. Okay. Mouse versus house. I don't know. I was really interested in the unplugging your house story, though. You should have kept rolling with it just for shits and giggles. you live on the barrier island of Florida, humidity is hell on earth. So not Key West, but like one of those islands down there. Utah dry heat, thank you very much. Yeah, I like, my grandparents live out in Arizona, so when I thoroughly enjoy when we go and visit out there. Dry heat is so nice. So nice. I love, like, I would much rather it be 110 degrees with no humidity than 90 degrees with 100% humidity. So much better. Dr. Kukushin, welcome back. East coast of Florida, like Cocoa Bay. I have not heard of it. My friends are down, like my best friend and his family and stuff are down in like the Orlando area. That's pretty much all I know. Been down to Miami once. Yeah, I always feel like the people that disagree on like the heat issue haven't experienced dry heat. Dry heat is so good. So much better. Bearable now that you're experiencing it? Yeah, it's like, I would rather sweat and just like, you just like dripping sweat. As long as you stay hydrated and stuff, you're fine. The problem with humidity is like, you're just like swimming in it. And it's disgusting. Hour east of Orlando? Okay. Okay, so not, I know roughly, I guess. Kind of area-wise. Try to call support. She was like, have you done the obvious things? Close to say, I've done all things a 5-year-old with basic reading comprehension can do. Say someone out Wednesday? Wednesday. Tomorrow. Be like, I pay for this. Send them. Hey, Trill. Our east is near you. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. You guys can meet up IRL if you wanted. Southwest US is a stripper from Nevada? Nice. Did you meet her while at the strip club, or did you know her outside of that? Or him, I'm not gonna assume here. Talk about weather as chat updates once every minute. Minnesota weather is great. One day it's 70 and beautiful, next day it's 90 and humid, and you just want to die. Winters are great though, I'm sure. Nice and cold and snowy. You like beers? Well, I mean, hot, what? Ah, dude. Look at that stored roll. That is nice.
Bless this thy hand grenade, that with it thou mayst blow thy enemies to tiny bits in thy mercy.
Yeah, hot weather is good for cracking open a cold one with the boys. Meet up with Master Yak and get beers with him. Boffin, are you gonna travel the country to get beers with people? Is that what I'm hearing? Trill, thank you for the follow. As well. Alright, this is about to be the most thrilling fight you guys have ever seen. Oh, that's standard damage. It's not terrible. Okay, we can get 2 hits on the hand. I don't know that we can get the head though. This is a Miami? Miami is what, like 2 hours? Every run allowed for the store roller? It's not that bad without it. It really isn't. Plus you get the fun riposte and stuff. 3 hours south of you. I can't remember how long the drive was. I know we drove from Orlando to Miami last summer. Actually, it was about this time last summer. Damn, Miami traffic is something special. Tetra, thank you for the follow. Better at a restaurant, not a strip club. Nah, I'm just messing. I mean, you very well could have. I'm not gonna judge you for it though. I'm sure she's a nice person. First playthrough without Storm Ruler because you're stupid? Well, I mean, it's... Oh, come on. It's not 100% obvious. I mean, there is the item in the room, which technically you would think to pick it up. But I know that I wouldn't really know anything about weapon arts. So, like, even if I got the Storm Ruler, I would be like, oh, what's this? And then not know how to use the weapon art to properly use it. The only reason I knew how to is because I had the game. This was the one game that was spoiled for me out of DS1, 2, and 3. But going back and playing Demon Souls, it was kind of neat to see Storm Ruler there. I knew how I was supposed to use that one. Never thought you'd play it. That sounds like with me and Bloodborne. I spoiled Bloodborne for myself. Okay, so for a while, I skipped out on Bloodborne because I was like, I'm going to play through all the Souls games. I'm not going to spoil this one for myself. And then eventually I found out it was a PS4 exclusive. And I didn't have a PS4. So I was like, I don't have a PS4. I'm never going to play this game. So I started watching it and stuff, and then eventually I got a PS4 and played it. So, rip blind Bloodborne experience. So DS1, DS2, and Demon Souls I played 100% blind. DS3 and Bloodborne did not. Well, I didn't buy a PS4 100% for this game. I like tried to weigh it against like, you know, other games and stuff that would make it worthwhile, but I knew that this was definitely one of them. No, because I played like Uncharted 4, or all of the Uncharted games rather. I played those. I played Kingdom Hearts. Like I've gotten a fair bit out of it. I've played Monster Hunter World on it. Gonna be getting some other PS4 games as time goes on. I have not played The Last of Us yet. We were actually talking about it yesterday. Is it still on sale on PSN? So good. I have heard. I have heard many a tale about how good it is. Oh man, that was close. That was almost too many hits. Yeah, this is the thing. If you know how to get Yorm to stagger, this fight is not really all that bad. The real Todd Howard. Oh my God. Can you give us information on Elder Scrolls 6, please? And also thank you for the follow and your service to Bethesda. For 10 bucks, don't hesitate. Yeah, I gotta see what it is. I think it's 15. I think it's 15. And like Infamous Second Son? Infamous is the series, right? Second Son is the individual one. Bloodborne tricked you into being a Souls game? Oh, into being a Souls player? You're like, I'm not gonna play Souls games, but this Bloodborne thing sure looks cool. Got him. Plot twist, I am a Soulsborne game. So what is the rough, like what kind of game is Infamous? Connection, thank you for the follow. And thank you for the GGs, guys. Hit the nail there. You can't fool me. Shit. I've been duped. Alright, we're going back to Archdragon Peak. We're going back to Archdragon Peak. Yeah, I wish I could have played DS3 and Bloodborne blind, but DS3 is what got me into the series, and there was no way for me to know that I was gonna get a PS4. Because prior to I had just started streaming and stuff, you know, back when I started watching the Souls games. But like back then, I'm not thinking like, oh, this is gonna go anywhere where, you know, eventually I'll be able to get a PS4, you know, from it and stuff. Like I wasn't thinking that way at all. Like donations, those types of things were the last thing in my mind. I'm just some small streamer trying to play my first playthrough of DS1, you know. And then like eventually, I think I want to say like a year later, I ended up buying a PS4 from another guy in the community. Buying Bloodborne. I think I bought Bloodborne, Kingdom Hearts, and the Crash Bandicoot remaster. Those are the first 3 games I bought. Our style Bloodborne was so pretty that you didn't hesitate when you saw a PS4 exclusive. That time you only had PS4. Yeah, see, I had Xbox One. And people were like, you have Xbox One and not PS4? Like, It's like, what? They're like, why did you buy that? Like, Bloodborne is on the PS4. I'm like, I bought an Xbox One in 2014. Bloodborne wasn't a thing. So, don't even try and use that argument against me. I bought the Xbox One as soon as they sold it without the Kinect bundle. Before they even had it with game bundles. I just bought a straight up Xbox One. That was the only thing that I got. And then I used my games with gold to just play whatever the free games were at the time. So I think I played Guacamelee, which was actually kind of, it was a fun little, like, platforming game, but yeah, like, I had it purely because of Halo and stuff. Both and a Switch as well. Yeah, I have a lot of consoles now. I have PS2, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, Xbox One, Switch, NES, Sega Genesis, and GameCube. And then I have Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, and Nintendo DS for my handhelds. Cosmic Pudding, what's going on? Guacamelee, yeah, so it's like, I think it's Mexican or Spanish. It's like a Libre type themed, like, platforming game. Why not OG Xbox? Because I had PS2. My friends had Xbox. But PS2 is when I got onto, like, the main console scene. Aladdin, no, I do not. I do not. I have mostly... I don't know. Mostly sports games. And, like, I have a few sports games, and I have Sonic the Hedgehog 1 through 3. There you go. New Halo will be more like 2 or 3. I'm just a fan of Halo in general. I just like the way the games are designed and the weapons and the story and stuff. But I don't know. Hopefully, with as long as they've been taken for Halo Infinite, you know, that it's good, right? Halo 5, I think I was in high school, maybe college when it came out. How long has it been? Also, how are you doing, Connection? How's that skip work? So basically, if you do a running R2, you do a jump attack, and the way that the skip works is that Wyvern is just programmed that if you do a plunging attack from if you do a plunging attack above from above Wyvern, it doesn't matter where on the map you do it. If you get elevated above his head and land, it'll register the plunging attack like that. So doing a running R2 off of that ledge while he does the straight on fire breath attack, you'll jump, clear the plane to get above his head, and it'll actually register as the one-shot plunge. Three years since Halo 5, maybe 4. Keep forgetting that I'm only 22. Surprise! Surprise. It's still kind of funny to me that people have thought I'm like 27. Gosh, it'll be your 4th year this fall. So yeah, it must have been... Because I graduated in 2016. It must have been back in... I think it was the end of like high school for me, I want to say. The money from every game you bought and hardly played, including the last Halo. I think the one thing that they really screwed up with Halo 5 was the online like they got rid of the split screen multiplayer, and I think that's something that they said they're bringing back. But couch co-op for Halo was like a huge thing for me. Mostly just what Ricard just committed Sudoku as well. Okay. Reason you play it? Yeah, it was so fun to just sit down with like, you know, 3 of your friends and just have the 4 of you play like a free-for-all or a 2-on-2. Having over half the story is not Chief? Well, okay, that's not... I wouldn't necessarily say that, though, because I thought that Halo Reach was... Oh, come on. Come on, frames. We back. We dropped a few frames there. zeroed out. Is there something to like give priority to my process priority? We're gonna go high process priority on OBS. Maybe that'll fix it. No, what I was saying, yeah, so he committed Sudoku, but Halo Reach was a good game, in my opinion, and that had no Master Chief. So I don't think that it being fully about Master Chief is 100% necessary for it to be a good game. That's just me personally. I don't know. Maybe the story around it is probably the bigger issue. Just seems generic. I don't know. I love Halo. Wait, why am I not entering the fog? Okay. Dude, Halo Reach was probably the hardest Halo Legendary that I've done. To be fair, I've only done solo Legendary on 4, 5, and Reach. I've done co-op Legendary, I think, on 1. I think Halo 5 was supposed to be his game. Well, I think it's more so about how, like, Master Chief is kind of going crazy and stuff, right? From what I remember. Or he didn't go crazy. He's after, like, Cortana, who's gone off the deep end. Yeah, I'm interested to see where this story goes. Because she's just been on the brink of, like, total corruption for a while now. Played every Halo on Legendary with your best friend you know since elementary school. Yeah, my one good friend and I, we would sit down and do some of the co-op stuff so we could get the achievements and stuff for it. Halo Infinite for me for PC, yeah, like, cause it's gonna run so nice, hopefully, like, look really nice. Like, I have an Xbox One, but the fact that I can play it on PC is pretty sweet. You used to have LAN parties at your house for Halo, set up 2 consoles. I think there was only one time. Like, normally there would be the 3 or 4 of us that would all play on one console. I think one time my friend had a birthday party or something. And it was the same 4 of us, but one of the other guys brought their Xbox. And so we did 2 on 2. Like, we ran the LAN into, like, a little closet. Or something like that. And the funny thing was, they all had Xbox, but I didn't. So the only time I ever played was when I was at their house, at one of their houses. So my one friend was pretty decent at, like, sniping and such. And we had one point where we were pretty much in, like, a standoff kind of situation where nobody was coming out. He's like, "Yo, go run out and draw fire, and I'll pick them off." It was like the best devised plan, because it actually worked out so well. So I go run out like pray and spray. They come out of hiding. He just picked them off from the tower. I was so proud of my ability to. It's like, hey, I'm bad, but I did something. So one thing about this weapon, though, it's fast, so I can get. Well, I say that. It's like I can get punishes. Really? Walk back into that. Excuse me. Hey Vandal, welcome back. I think if I'm gonna do the rolling one, I have to do it like immediately. Yeah, I gotta get a rolling attack for it. Bait the lightning. Pretty messed up by the grapevine. Yeah, that's why I'm interested in seeing where things go. Because she's been having a lot of these instability issues for a while. Can I get a riposte? Oh. This dude just doesn't want to stagger. Hello, wall. I had the other time, sometime recently that we fought him. He went against the wall of the arena and just got entirely stuck there. Spray and pray, what are you even doing? Yeah, just take your, what was it, just the assault rifle. Run out with your assault rifle and just pray and spray. That's basically how I played because I was so bad.
Holy Grail.
Hello, Erect. Thank you for the follow. When you're older than the lifespan of the average AI, hence the craziness. Okay, maybe I missed that detail. I played them. I want to play them like all in order prior to Infinite coming out. I don't know what the best time to do that exactly is, but I would like to run through all of the games in order and maybe be able to piece together the story a little bit better, you know, as it flows from game to game. That's what I'm looking for. Lautrec Castle. Hate screen cheaters? That was entirely me. Hands down. I was a screen peeker. But to be fair, I didn't know the games. I only played when I went to my friends' houses like every couple of weeks. So like my exposure to the maps and stuff, I was just like, where are they at? And I tried to like map it in my mind. Red Panda, thank you for the follow. The emotional notes that they hit on 4 and 5 a lot. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of emotion, especially like the relationships between Master Chief and Cortana. Thought better of me? Hey man, I was like, what was it? I started playing Halo with my friends in like, oh come on, 3rd grade. So I was 8. You're gonna judge an 8-year-old on screen peeking? Thanks, man. Thanks a lot. All right, Doctor. Thank you for hanging out. Take care, dude. I will catch you later. I rolled you shit. Oh no. Oh no. Ooh, boy. The roll catches are real. Better as a villain than a good guy? No, Cortana is the good guy. Don't justify Cortana going rogue. That's not how this works. That's not how this works. Everything was a bullet sponge? Still hate that stuff? I wouldn't say everything's a bullet sponge necessarily. There are strats to make things a lot easier to kill. How many Estus? You can only have 15. You can get it max 15 plus 10. Everything else just sits in your inventory. You can't, unfortunately. I don't know why I picked that up. I don't need any more. But she turned against Chief. I haven't read the books. I didn't know that there was a book series, but I mean, it doesn't necessarily surprise me. Youthful innocence that make you the bad guy. Got him. Got him. What about the weapons? I have a lot of the weapons. I don't have everything yet, but I have a good amount. Trade a bone shard for a shield? Yeah, it's the pig one, right? Fairly certain it's the pig shield. I forget what it's called though. Porlock, welcome back. Orange Prince, thank you for the follow. Hey Lily, welcome back. How are you doing today? Oh, did you have your date? And if so, how did that go? No. Short range weapon. The whiffs. Yeah, I heard the big meatball. Unfortunately, I would have liked to punish that. Oh. Almost an early roll. I think I just spaced it. That's really how I got away with that. I tried to roll, but I guess I bumped the attack button at the same time. That works. No hit fight, GG easy. Worst date of your life? Oh no. Oh no, 0 for 1 on the guys. It's not a good track record. Take 100 years to type out. Well, I think worst date ever is enough to sum it up. Well, I'm sorry that happened. For the German speakers, brew for future reference. You do not need a permit for YouTube videos. Guys suck. Hey, I take offense to that. I take offense to that. I do not suck often. Just sometimes. Okay, I'm like sometimes good, sometimes bad. Riot Act, welcome back. More priority, rolling or attacking? I probably bumped right bumper before rolling. I mean, it's hard to know if you're actually pressing them simultaneously. You'd hug me? I'd hug you too. You blow? Vandal. Okay, so I need to get the Avalon. Wherever that is. Oh, this is the ladder that they're talking about. Okay, so the Avalon, there's a crack in the... Supposedly, there's a crack in the railing somewhere. You can drop down. Ow. Where is that, though? Where's the crack in the railing that you fall? Is it that? No, that's not it. Is it? No, because this is a different item. Ow. No, wait, no, this is it. This is it. No, it's not. That's a Titanite scale. What is this garbage? Where is the Avalon? Oh, shit. There it is. No, I'm not gonna make it. Not gonna make it. That's the Avalon. That's the Avalon. Nilicina, welcome back. Finna rob the liquor store, how are you? What is this build? This is Lautrec of Carim. This is Lautrec of Carim from DS1. The dude that kills the Firekeeper. Chills out in the jail before gargoyles and then by the Firekeeper. Invades you with the black eye orb. Yeah, he's got double shottle, and then he's also got the parry dagger in his offhand. A crap of pride vote now? Maybe. Maybe we do. Yeah, I think most of the time he's got his shottle out. Must be hard. It's not too bad. Mostly considering the fact that I have 99 dex. Makes it a little bit easier. Oh my god. Not good, not good, not good, not good. Let me heal. Let me get, oh, mama, be nice to me. Grayson, welcome back. I'm gonna die. I don't know if that's a better... Oh, Jesus. This thrall, though. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm literally not dead because of the passive healing that I've got. V-Sweat, welcome back. Smackwards, welcome back. Well, Smackwards, Squilla hosted, so it's not entirely on my own, but maybe one day. There we go. Jesus. Ah! Alright, we've got the Avalon now. Skill shot. And by skill shot, I mean skill jump, but whatever. So why we kill the enemies? No. What if I don't want to? What if I just want to run through? Hardcore parkour. Hardcore parkour. Alright, where am I? We're over here. Alright. So I need to go up again. Best day ever was with a grill. It better be your girlfriend. Don't mess this one up, Purple. You got one shot to answer this. Ow! What the? Freaking sniped, man. Again. Freaking again. This is awful. This is actually terrible. I'm getting the shortcut back to the beginning of this wretched place. I'm grabbing every damn shortcut, just in case. Purple goes to shut his mouth real quick. Just listen to some K-pop, it'll make it all better. Day 1 on half the meds? Did you consult a doctor, V-Swed? Hey, Mikey. Thought it was 250k? It's 2.5 mil. Yeah. It takes us 4-point-something million souls to level up, so we just kind of hold on to them for fun, you know. Make people jealous. They're like, you have so many souls. It's like, yeah, well, we're on max new game, so everything drops a shit ton. No difference noted, and no, you did not. Well, I mean, the no difference noted was good. You feel pressured? It was with Sarah. Good. You answered correctly. You passed the test that you didn't know you were taking. Can't find a good weapon for your Energy +7 character? What do you mean? There are plenty of good weapons. There are plenty of good weapons. Just pick one. Hey, Obi-Wan. Thought it was 2 billion. Okay, your roommate needs to maybe we need to comma separate it for him. Go back and do a recount. I do not have the illusory ring on Xbox. White illusory ring. Which one are you talking about? Ooh, Sunlight Straight Sword is good if you've got a faith build. Don't like buffs? You don't like heavy weapons? Board of the Twin Blades? Sunlight Straight Sword is a straight sword, and it's not buffs. It's actually really good. Let me see what the... Why are you over here? You... Go away! Go back from whence you came. Why are you all following me out of the damn place? You typically walk back. Good Frenzy +7? I did a Patches cosplay run with the spear. The only thing is I personally just hate thrust weapons in general. Marathon Star Trek films? Still need to watch those. Where's my Sunlight Straight Sword? Yeah. Sunlight Straight Sword has... Okay, I wasn't trying to do fancy backsteps there. Alright, I don't need the slab. Hey, Killer Games, is that an NPC? It's an NPC from DS1. It's a DS1 NPC. But AR on this is 495, unbuffed, and it's a Titanite scaling weapon that you can. Titanite scaling weapon that you can buff. Plus, I think it has a. It has a weapon art on it that buffs it, I believe. Right? Yeah, Oath of Sunlight weapon art buff. Which is like a minor version of Sacred Oath. Mikey, thank you for the follow. Free to Scythe? The buff is trash. Well, I said it's Sacred Oath light. But yeah, it's got good scaling as far as strength and faith are concerned. What weapon can we recommend? Trying to think of what runs we've done already. Oh, the barbed straight sword. I don't know what your luck is like, but the hollow barbed straight sword was actually quite nice. Get a lot of bleed, and it has a pretty fast swing because it's a straight sword. DS1 build is turning out to be 30 everything? Wait, you're putting 30 into every stat? Is that what you're doing?
Welcome, unkindled one, purloiner of cinders.
2 runs with it? I haven't done a Moonlight Greatsword run yet on this character. Except the pointless stats, so...
The fire linking curse,
resistance.
the legacy of lords.
I don't know what else.
Fade into nothing.
I believe Barbed Straight Sword, all you have to do is kill Kirk, and I think you get the full... Wait, you get the sword and the shield from it, and then you can buy the Armor of Thorns. Frayed Blade and regular Greatsword? Yeah, Frayed Blade is good as well. Even it's got low durability, but it's even not that bad. Couldn't see where he went. Well, I haven't used Onyx Blade yet. We gotta do a Wilhelm run at some point for it. Although, I don't think I've heard necessarily the greatest things about the Onyx Blade. Could be wrong. Yeah, Frayed Blade is the Midir one. It's the one that Half-Light uses in the fight. V1, welcome back. Damn you, range. Alright, Matt, have a good sleep. Thank you for hanging out. I will catch you later. I need to get him back toward the fog gate, though. Yeah, the weapon art was a lot of fun. Oh, I need to use Profane Greatsword, too. We haven't done any of our Pontiff runs yet. We used to do 2 different Pontiff ones, one for each sword. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Both in one playthrough? Well, the problem that I would have is that I would only end up using one of them. Because I would put one in each hand. That's like this, right? I've got a shottle in each hand for the cosplay, but I would only ever attack with one of them, so it's not really worthwhile. I'll do one with each. I'm actually surprised that that landed. I rolled. What the hell? Why is it eating my roll on that? Ease. Alright. I shouldn't have gotten hit those few times, but not too bad. Not too bad. Weird audio popping? Used to Fortnite? People who hate Fortnite or people who suck at it. I don't have anything against it. It's just not a game for me. I don't plan on playing it. I have no personal reason to, in my opinion. They're neutral. All right, I'm a neutral party. And opinionless. I haven't experienced it, so I have no proper opinion on the subject. Wait, but what audio popping are you hearing? Are you hearing my... Like, are you hearing me clicking on the controller? Are you hearing those kinds of things? Only a moment, okay. Because I know that people often say about hearing the clicking of the controller. But honestly, most people say that they don't mind it. Which is kind of surprising. I guess it's not all that annoying because it's not like, yeah, it's not like super excessive spam or anything like that. Coolest game ever because Dwayne and Ninja said it was super cool. Well, in all honesty though, like that whole thing with Drake playing really opened up not just Fortnite, but it also kind of opened up Twitch and gaming and stuff to a lot of people, because I think there was this stigma behind gaming that like, oh, it wasn't cool, like it was, you know, like it was a nerdier thing, or it wasn't cool, you know, whatever, you know. And then Drake goes ahead and plays it and people are like, so like it's cool if we play video games and like watch Twitch and stuff. Like the sounds reminds me that you're playing on PC Master Race. Me playing with a controller reminds you that I'm on PC. Interesting. So a GameCube controller ASMR video? It's an ASMR trigger? Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Thought that was a keyboard? No, I'm playing on controller. I mean, I'm on PC. I am playing it on my PC. Just like Snoop stream. Yeah, I saw Snoop stream. Although Snoop's was kind of weird. Because Snoop's was like... It almost looked like somebody was playing for him, and he was just kind of like sitting, talking, and narrating the whole thing. It was weird. Yeah, the real Drake. He had 600,000 something viewers. Concurrent. It was ridiculous. And then he actually... That was the record for Twitch at the time. After that, he had an event in Vegas that peaked at like 690K. From the someone was playing for Snoop and he was just chilling. That's what it looked like to me. I was like, this looks weird. Play Souls on a keyboard? Deck does. I don't know who else saw it, but I actually watched the Clint Stevens and T-Pain Connect 4 stream. Does UBC? I don't know if Uni does. I don't know if she does. Hey, Coach Tech. Thought about Drake from Drake and Josh. No, Drake the rapper. Drake the rapper? I don't know if you've heard of him before. Gets mad at those who question him. You play with keyboard? He's better than most people. Even with keyboard and mouse. Dude, the T-Pain and Clint Stave, it was literally one of the greatest things I have ever witnessed on this site. It was so funny. Because leave it to Clint's chat to like organize the whole thing for him. Like they came in and like said something about it, and then they're posting stuff about Clint in T-Pain's stream. And then next thing you know, like T-Pain's talking about it and they're communicating between them. Then they're setting up a Connect 4 battle. Or like they're setting up an online match of Connect 4 against each other. And then there was a bunch of tech issues where basically T-Pain couldn't figure out how to use Twitch. And like how to use OBS. I think he had somebody set it up for him ahead of time. So he was just using it. But it was so funny. So funny. I should have put on bleed resin for this. Maybe second phase I will. One of the chillest dudes. I love the fact that like he uses auto-tune as an instrument and actually has like a really, really good voice. It's actually nuts. If you've ever listened to his un-auto-tune stuff, it's almost like, damn, like why don't you just sing like that normally? It's that good. Where is my riposte? Really? One hit to go? For production, because for production it's good. Well, yeah, he just uses it as like an instrument, not to like mask his voice because he isn't that good. Sang the anthem at a soccer game he went to, really? My sister apparently was able to see him in concert. I guess he played like a concert at their school or something like that. And like at first she was like, yeah, T-Pain's playing a concert. I was like, oh, you should go. She's like, I don't know, I don't really know anything by him. And then I played a couple songs for her. She's like, oh, okay, like I know these. I know these. And then I showed her the auto-tune or the non-auto-tune one, and she's like, oh, this is actually really good. Sister, my sisters are younger than me, B-Sweat, so you're out of luck, man. You're also out of the country, so it doesn't work as easily. Same character? Yeah, it's the same character. We do each playthrough on the next new game cycle. So I complete a run and then we just make a save state of it and come back. If Incredibles doesn't have the super suit, when does that come out? Or is that out already? I think actually Incredibles 2 came out. I need to see that. I get the bleed proc and he cancels his lightning attack or laser attack. Not lightning. Imagine if Demon Prince just pulled out a lightning attack out of nowhere. It is out. Okay, I thought so. Thought I had seen that recently. Has the same hairline? I don't think anybody in my family has the same hairline. I think this is the hairline of my grandfather. I'm reading chat and trying to blindly time rolls. Age is just a number. Okay, I mean, it's the... I literally said she saw it at her college, so I would argue legal, but that doesn't make it okay. Timmy Turner dies in Infinity War. No! How are the Fairly Odd Parents not able to save Timmy? I used to watch that show a lot. That was definitely one of my childhood go-to shows. There was only a short amount of time where I hoped that Fairly Odd Parents were real. Not that I wanted the situation to come about, that I would get them, but it would have been cool. See the end of E3? I don't think so. No. I didn't really see anything after. They had a coming up next screen with just Skate 4 on it. Then had a Kappa and played Despacito. Wait, did they actually? Oh my god, that's the biggest troll if they did. Hey, Polly. Yeah, it's the shottle. So he uses a shottle in each hand and a parry dagger in his offhand as a backup. Despacito 3, Scholar of the First Meme. I hear that one's going to be pretty good. Timmy was an average kid who no one understands. Mom and Dad and Vicky always giving him commands. Hey, twerp! So good. So good. And all you use is R1. I mean, I can use L1 every once in a while, but my R1 is hollow and my L1 is blessed. Oh, it was a fantastic show. Dancing with myself? Outrageous! What is it? The fun box, small and square and dark. Fun box. Check out these cool fun box. Yeah. Chip Skylark. What is it? I wouldn't date you if you're the last guy alive. Like, it was like the last two of them. And so then, what did he wish that they were the last two people on the earth? And so it's just him and Trixie. Right, Trixie? And she, like, doesn't want to date him even though they're the only two people left. Doug Dimmadome, owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome. Yeah, Jorgen von Strengel. There are just so many good things. Fairies do exist! Like, Crocker is just a complete whack job. I love it. I love it so much. How many more cosplays left? Oh, we got plenty of cosplays. Because we still got, like, the other bosses to do, and the other enemies and NPCs. And then, eventually I want to start redoing cosplays and timing them once we're at max level. Characters were memorable as that. Yeah, they did a really good job with that show. That was what, Butch Hartman, I think, was the show writer. So what? Oh man. Such a big part of my childhood. No! Dinkelberg! Timmy's dad always got so mad at him. Hey, Avocado. Welcome back. Buff Latino Fairy? Wandissimo. Wandissimo, right? I think that's what it was. He was the one that that Wanda always like was so obsessed with, and like she was like obsessed over him. And then there was what? There was the Crimson Chin and Flipsy, the little dog that he loved. And then there was Britney, who it was just a Britney Spears knockoff. And then yeah, Timmy Turner's dad was Dad. The Bronze Kneecap, the Crimson Chin. Wow, what were the other ones? They had Alex West as Alex West, or Adam West, my bad. Don't hate me. They had Adam West, played by Adam West. He always had really good, like, one-liners about stuff. Oh man, such a throwback. Such a throwback. Bit of fun group of shit. Yeah, I've been really enjoying these cosplay runs. They're a lot of fun. Just because you get to play the game in different ways, right? That you normally wouldn't. You and a friend did a cosplay, or did a co-op of DS3's Crimson Chin and the Bronze Kneecap on release. Oh, Death Vader. Right, it was Death Vader, not the Crimson Chin. No, because I don't think it was Darth. I think Death was, yeah, I think it was a different name. But how are you doing, Fitzy? Welcome back. Cosmo got pregnant. I vaguely remember when he got pregnant. I'm gonna get pushed off the edge. Defeated. Yeah, that was bad. Wandissimo got Cosmo pregnant. All right, that's not canon. That's not canon. Lost Sanity, what's up? Miyazaki wins this round? It's not even Miyazaki, that's just my own stupidity. I should have killed the guy. Actually, what should have happened is I shouldn't have gotten hit here. And then I could have ran back on time. And get in there. It's all about timing. And I did not have timing. Because there he gets hit and dies. Rip.
O Lord, bless this thy hand grenade, that with it thou mayst blow thy enemies to tiny bits
Oh shit.
in thy mercy.
Oh shit. Lost Sanity, thank you for the follow. Nip, how are you? I am level 543 at the moment. Alright, so after... I'm trying to think. Because this run's going to wrap up on the earlier side. Probably do some weapon farming or something like that. So I do have a few weapons that I need to collect still. Guitar Hero? That's also a possibility. Also a possibility, V-Swed. Favorite boss in this game? I would say Gale and Medea are my favorites. I don't know which one I would choose between the two. Probably Gale. Probably Gale, but those two are my favorite bosses in the game. Favorite is Half-Light? Yeah, you right. You right. And Deacons. The trolls, man.
O Lord, bless this thy hand grenade, that with it thou mayst blow thine enemies to tiny bits in thy mercy.
Scott, thank you for the follow. Deacons into that bat, low DPS. Low DPS Deacons is quite annoying. Like, I'm scared for what... Okay, so... The things that I hate on that fight are thrust weapons and low DPS, and I'm scared as all hell for our Sage cosplay. I'm not looking forward to it. Slowly losing your cash. It's not good, man. What's the issue? You just gonna stand here and take it? Covetous Demon from DS2 is the best song? No, Demon of Song, best song. Come on. You're Sterling. Okay, when you said cash, I thought you meant like IRL. I'm like, you need to like cut back on subs or something. Like, I don't know what you're spending your money on. Is Artorias? Artorias is... Yeah, he's one of my favorites from DS1. Taunting DS2 to you? Oh, I need to get out of here. Get hit with the fire. Okay, not as bad as I thought. Just want to play it more. I do need to get back to DS2. I do need to play a little bit. Yeah, I didn't have enough to send them into the riposte. Too many hits. Look at this. How many swings? There it is. There it is. O&S is your favorite? O&S would be significantly better if Ornstein wasn't a complete glitchy piece of crap. Like, if his glide actually worked properly, it wouldn't be too bad. It wouldn't be as bad. It would be a much better fight. And I guess the other thing that could fix is the hitbox that goes from phase 1 to 2. Hey, Scott. I have done Bloodborne in the past. It doesn't click as well with me, so I don't play it very often, but I do have it. Where he goes into the TV, I think I have. I mean, it's been years, though. It's been absolute years since I've seen the movie. Couldn't even kill the first ogre. Yeah, that's like a guy you come back to later to get the ring from him. Yeah, he's like way tougher for the very start of the game. Oftentimes people come back to him. I mean, if you know what you're doing and stuff, people will kill him right away. But he's pretty repetitive because your damage is so low on him. Alright, I'm going to take a quick break here. Run to the bathroom, get a drink, etc. So I'll be back in a moment. Alright, we back. Drive on. How are you doing? What's the strongest and easiest build? Sellsword, Twin Blades, Sharp Infused, Pump the Dex. You'll absolutely obliterate things. L1s, by the way. Use L1s. Best boss in the series is the Archdemon and Demon Souls. You defeat her bodyguard, then she kills herself. Oh, yeah, what's the name of that fight? Yeah, two-handed L1. You'll absolutely shred things on New Game. Honestly, I could probably do it on this, and it'll work. You know what I should also do? I should do base class runs. Like at max, you know, at the, you know, on high New Games and stuff. Like do an assassin run and stuff like that. Favorite boss in DS2? Probably Fume Knight. LGK, is that Looking Glass Knight? I would say Fume for myself. Yeah, Looking Glass is good. I don't like the summon aspect of it. I don't like the summon aspect of it. DLC don't count. Yes, they do. My favorite bosses in DS3 are in the DLC. My favorite boss in DS1, DLC. All my favorite bosses are DLC bosses. Pay to win, boys. Pay to enjoy, maybe? Nah, I mean, like, I enjoy stuff from the main game, don't get me wrong, but as far as individual fights go and such, this is gonna be fun. Short range weaponry. Nope, not happening. Alright. Ivory King is good if you get rid of first phase. I can't stand going through first phase of that fight, though, to get to the fun part. Also, Elan is good. I mean, to be fair... Oh, he was about to parry me there. Don't forget Reindeer Leg. Dude. Frigid Outskirts. Oh, boy. That's something else. That's something special. I don't like the run to Elan either. I like the fight itself, but yeah, the run to it is quite annoying. See a therapist after what happened? That's good. Glad to hear that, you know, she'll be doing that. It'll be good. The thing is with the run to Elan, you can't de-aggro, like you can't despawn the enemies there either, can you? Okay, that didn't work. I really think I'm gonna have to just go with running R1s for this. I think that's all I can manage. Damn it. Tried to roll again to the side there. Well, this is repetitive as all can be. Excellent. What a boss fight. What a boss fight where you go to attack and it just spawns in that stuff. Ooh, that was close. Ooh! Ooh, fancy backstabs. Faked out. You ain't staggering me. Nuh-uh. He's got the bow out for a long time. DS1 was Calamite, DS2 Elan, and DS3 is Demon Prince. Demon Prince is such a badass boss. I don't know, I enjoy Gale and Midir more so. But it's definitely good. Don't get killed while reading this? I'll try not to. Why do people not say thrice? Is it a wrong term? No, thrice is technically right. It's just not a commonly used word. Is the stigma to therapy? Yeah, no, absolutely. Like, therapy exists for a reason, right? Therapy is there to help you. It's not... Doesn't necessarily mean your entire life is messed up and you're a screwed up person and you need it to... Yeah, like, it's... No, there's definitely a stigma about it. When you want to express 3 times? Yeah, no, I mean, that's thrice. It's once, twice, thrice. I don't know what comes after that. But it's definitely proper. It's definitely the proper, you know, usage of the term. It's just not commonly used. Play other games? I play a lot of DS3, but I will play the other games in the Soul series. Like, I'll play DS1 and 2. I've played some... As of late, I've been playing some Binding of Isaac every once in a while. Sometimes some Clone Hero. Just basically Guitar Hero. I'll play some variety stuff every once in a while, too. Like, do blind playthroughs and stuff. Twice? Is it really twice? Wait, so what's 5, then? Pyo-ice? Wait, what? What? You'd enjoy more Isaac? Now, Isaac is definitely... We've got some learning to do with it, but it's been fun. It's been fun playing it every once in a while when we do. Google says nothing comes after Thread. Plot twist. Stop viewing it as a weakness? No, definitely. I think it's... You know, if you're having struggles getting through things, like, it's definitely worthwhile to seek out therapy because it can help a lot. Like, they can definitely guide you. What comes after thrice? Nothing. You do it 1 time, 2 times, 3 times, and then never again. The more you know. All right, we'll watch the Gale cutscene. We'll watch it. Why not? Beat this dude on your first try. You're OP, but still, good stuff. It took me 3.5 hours to kill Gale. It took me 3.5 hours to get him, but it was blind SL1, so 3.5 hours I felt was pretty short. My final kill, I think, was 17-minute fight. 17 minutes, I think.
What? Still here?
I was really patient with this. My first phase was extremely long. I baited out the combo like every time.
For my lady's painting.
Fighting Gale was SL1? Yeah, I did DLC 2 blind SL1. And DLC 1 was SL1, but it wasn't blind. Took me 11 hours for Demon Prince, about an hour or so for Half-Light, and then 2.5 hours for Midir, and 3 hours for Gale. You did SL1 NG plus 7. Shit. I know Deck did that as well. I didn't know who else was doing that challenge. That's freaking nuts. I still have yet to do SL1 NG7. Although I didn't know, like, because it was blind, like, I didn't use poison strats for Gale or anything like that. Midir I killed by attacking the tail. Not that bad. Yeah, I was thinking about maybe giving SL1 to New Game Plus 7 a try. With Dragon Slayer Axe? I think the pain is just, I guess you would get Dragon Slayer Axe on New Game. That'd be the hardest thing. Doing the Kraton quest line. Yeah, I attacked his tail. I knew that the head did more damage, but I was more consistent hitting the tail, and I didn't know about the riposte, so my blind SL1 kill, you can look it up on YouTube. I attacked the tail and didn't get a riposte. It's like a 13-minute fight. No hit, though. But, yeah. Luckily, I know how to fight him attacking the head now. SL1 Ring City, NG Plus, a little after release. Yeah, I remember that. I think a lot of people, there were people that did New Game Plus 7 for their first DLC playthrough, I think. DLC 2, rather. Frida was like 10 minutes. The fight, yeah. My first kill of Frida was about 9 something, I think. That was also a no-hit fight. I forget how many hours Frida took. It was a while. Why did that sound like glass shattered? That was really weird. That was close. Still haven't done DS3 since DSR. Close to Platinum, though. I feel like I should go back and get the all achievements on the other Dark Souls games at some point. Like, when I did my last playthrough of DS2 on, DS2 on PC, I was buying a lot of the sorceries and stuff. I just gotta get, like, the NG Plus ones and the Covenant ones. Yeah, Shottle's pretty low damage, but the poison definitely helps. It's probably about 200 damage. Nothing crazy. But we've got high luck, so poison goes off pretty quickly. I can see what the AR is after this, because Gale's got pretty high defense. I got greedy. I knew when I went for that second attack it was gonna be bad. I can't do that. Hey pig, how are you? Gildas wants to be an artist. He wants to. Well, no, the Dark Souls for the painting. He's not painting it though. So is he really? Is he really an artist? I don't know. How's Gale's Executioner Greatsword from the first DLC? When you summon him, turn into a cool sword. Yeah, it's like broken though, technically, right? Like his weapon is a broken greatsword. Only appreciated after his death. Yeah, like all good artists. Like all good artists. Most of them is discovering covenants, their strongest weapons. All the materials except slabs, and then Knight's Honor, which isn't too bad. Already have the Channeler's Trident. Are you talking about DS1? Oh, you realize that Channeler's Trident... Wait. Never mind. Channeler's Trident is part of it. That's like the one RNG thing.
Go and tell your master.
Never mind. Ignore me.
Ignore me. With a sacred quest.
293 good for a light bowgun in Monster Hunter World. I only use the charge blade, so I actually don't really know. All right, Rob. Thank you for hanging out, man. Take care. Our hero Jack, thank you for the follow. Yeah, Jake was here earlier, V-Sweat. Jake was here earlier. Could have gotten more done in your first playthrough, but you didn't really think about it until you're at Gwyn. I'm trying to read chat and roll. Not a good idea. Roll, then read. Roll, then read. See, that's not actually terrible. 300 damage. It's got a quick swing, so I can get 2 to 3. Much done as your first gun. It makes it so much easier for farming. Because you're farming, like, lower level stuff. Right? Missed 2 Covenants? What ones did you miss? Probably Dragon Covenant down in Ash Lake. Hi Nyar, how are you? Dark Moon and Dark Wraith. Dark Moon and Dark Wraith Covenants. Dark Moon is the... What are they? You farm the guys in Painted World, right? And that's the one at Gwendolyn's. Getting your Demon's Great Axe to plus 15. I know. I know you were very obsessed with that. But you had fun with it, right? That's all that matters. How you know your name? Then again, you haven't blatantly displayed on Twitter. Pretty much. Somehow people know my name is Colby. So where'd they gather that knowledge from? I have no idea. It's not like it's in my username or in my panels. No! I wanted a third attack. Give it to me. My Walmart receipts? Oh no. Actually, when's the last time I went to Walmart? Probably been a few months. No! Missing! So many whiffs. More a Kmart type? It's been even longer since I've been to a Kmart. I don't think I've ever been to a Kmart actually on my own accord. I think I went to Kmart maybe like once or twice because my mom needed to pick something up there. Like when I was a kid. I'm very much so an Amazon shopper. Only every once in a while do I go in the stores. Normally I go to the store to like pick up something from Best Buy or if it's like a birthday card or something. Damn it. More whiffs! More freaking whiffs. Oh! Shit. Shit. Alright. Easy. Easy boss, easy life. That actually would have been no hit had I not rolled right into the fire early on. Gotta get ready for bed? Alright, take care, VV Gaines. Thank you for hanging out. It's nice meeting you as well. Take care. I will catch you later. Spell you can deflect magic? Wonder if you could use it on that attack? On what attack? You can use the, yeah, you can use the... There's the pendant that deflects Manus's dark magic. It probably works for all dark magic in general, but... Want to be a troll under the bridge? The third goat gruff. I don't know that Midir would fit under the bridge. Like, you'd have to have a pretty big-ass bridge to fit that dragon underneath it. Alright, have a good night, Brew. Thank you for hanging out. Centropolis, welcome. Slay the Spire is damn good fun. Do you think I would enjoy the Slay the Spire? I've seen it played. I think I would probably enjoy it, actually. I think I would. So I've played a few of those games with friends. I think we could have good times with it. I would just have to learn it. How much is it? How much is it? Oh, after this we have to go and do Irina stuff. 15 bucks though, that's not bad. That is not bad at all.
Noble lords of Cinder.
Alright, we're gonna watch the cutscene.
The fire fades.
We're gonna watch the cutscene because we're going through with the typical Lautrec things. Slasher, welcome back. Or 16, it was a weird price. I have like that much money left on my Steam gift card actually. Maybe I'll see if they put it on sale for the summer sale. Probably not because it's newer, but we'll see. Summer sale's got to be coming up like next week, right? Something like that. It's getting to the end of June here, so I fully expect a summer sale. No, I don't want my bot. Go away. This is so messed up. The Firekeeper is blessing me. Little does she know what's about to happen. Little does she know what's about to happen. I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How about yourself? touch the darkness inside me. Oh,
Let him grant death.
I'm gonna touch the
To
the
old
darkness inside her
gods of
face with the
Lautrec,
heel of my boot.
deliver
Couple
us
minutes
from
here.
first flame.
Cutscene's ironic? Very ironic. Expect a somersault? Like that? Is that what you're looking for? I guess I could have done the fancy homeward bone strats, but we're gonna be casual gamers and take the bonfire like everybody else. Allow healing spells in arena? Oh yeah, because there's no Estus in arena, right? Or is it limited Estus? Something like that. We should do some high level PvP. You know, go to the arena with one of our cosplay builds. I don't know that we'd really find anybody to play against. It is no Estus? Okay. That is kind of crap though that it's like, hey, you can't bring Estus. All right, well I'm just gonna bring my healing. Roll catch with Audrey. Oh my god, streamer, you're rolling. Why not strafe? Apparently a PvP gone with Audrey. Well, if you can get some nice bleed procking going, people don't recognize it. Because to them it probably just looked like a standard straight sword. And then next thing you know, they're bled and they're dead. Spammed R1 and they died, you countered them with their own tactics. Wilhelm is your PvP practice? That's pretty accurate though. That dude's got some good strats with the rolling and R1 spam. Get you pretty good. Dang it. Sure. I thought he was gonna parry me right there. I thought he was gonna parry me right there, for sure. SOC quarter phase, I know. I go for it a little bit more on these, but I try and avoid that like the plague if I'm doing no hit. Which is gonna be weird kind of getting back into the no-hit mindset for that no-hit tournament, but I don't think it'll be too bad. What is this RNG? I think we'll be fine for the most part. It might be some running sections we have some issues with, but I think New Game Plus Max with a bunch of different builds will be helpful. Oh, what? There's like nothing to be done about that. That's like run to the right. I would have had to go to the right because the hill's what got me. I rolled his attack fine and then got lightning struck going uphill. SOC no hit has you scarred forever. Yeah, there's a lot of practice that goes into it. People were wondering why I practiced with an old an old save state with Raw Store Straight Sword, and it's because this Raw Store Straight Sword, damage-wise, wasn't really all that great. So when I went with the Sellsword Twin Blades, like, you shred them so fast. Oh damn, everybody lost. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. Alright, so we're not linking the flame. Summon the Firekeeper. Oh yeah, Raw Store Straight Sword used to be way better. I have that save file back from when I originally attempted no hits for a little bit. But then I didn't make new save states for the Twin Blade stuff, so I just would load those to practice with. The DPS was so bad. It was good practice though. You'd get long cinder fights. We're just doing Lautrec things, okay? We're just doing Lautrec things. So no hate, just like as a forewarning. It's all according to the lore. Alright, you have to understand what's about to happen here.
Darkness will shortly settle.
I always forget where in the cutscene this is. Thought it was way earlier, but it's not.
But one day, tiny flames will dance across the darkness. Like embers linked by Lord's Pass.
Force a kill or can you not kill it? Yeah, there's two options. One gives a... There's 4 endings to the game. This one is one of the 4. 3 give achievements. 3 give achievements. This one does not. Killing the Firekeeper in this situation does not. Hey, Vestros. Welcome back. Yeah, this is a little bit gruesome. Cover your eyes, kids. Cover your eyes. Cuthwolf, welcome back. How could I? I'm Lautrec. I have no choice.
Nameless, accursed undead.
I have no choice. This is my destiny. Right here.
And so it is.
Could have kept her alive. Yeah, if you don't touch anything, she stays alive and you get an achievement for it. Right, she says, if you change your mind, kill me, which is that. If you don't change your mind, you let her complete it, which is one of the 3 endings, like achievement endings. This is the 4th ending that has no achievement associated with it. So she did consent? Yeah, she tells you to kill her. Why did Lautrec kill her? Because Lautrec kills the Firekeeper in DS1, so... You know. And then if we were like back here, like nothing ever happened. Are you serious? Like 1,600 souls. 1,600 souls away. Soulstringer once started the gap before the ending. Amazing. Alright, what'd I say, 1,600?
One. Be sure.
Alright, what do we want here? I was leveling attunement, right? Alright, so the last piece of business to settle as Lautrec is we have to go and kill 100 decks. Can't go to 100. We have to get Irina, and I have to give her the 2 miracles, like the 2 non-dark ones. Was it Braille and Braille Divine? Oh no, okay, they're both Braille Divine. Road of Sacrifices. I know where that one is. Lautrec Castle, courtyard by Dragon Slayer armor. Through a broken wall, drop down into the lower room. Your meat arrived? Nice. So if you're saying we had a hefty host. We had a hefty host. Deep in Braille? No, there are 4 tomes. I think you have to give her the non-dark tomes. Alright, Yulkins, thank you for hanging out. Take care.
Come and see the violence inherent in the system! Help! Help! I'm being repressed!
Murgytroid, thank you for the follow. Yeah, you have to give her the non-dark ones, because the dark ones go to Carla. If you give them to her, it messes things up, because we want to make her a firekeeper. So, Road of Sacrifices, I know... No, the one in Cathedral is a dark tome, and the one you buy from Uria is also a dark tome. Lautrec Castle Courtyard by Dragon Slayer armor. Through broken wall, drop down into lower room. That one's not coming to mind right now. Braille Divine Tome of Lautrec. To proceed with the light path of Irina's questline. Can we do it at this point, or is it too far into the game? Be reached by dropping down off the cliff on the left, purchasing the grave key. Once you free her, accept her. You give her the lawn door or deep one, and then yeah, Egon will take her from you. Hey Yama, was that alert video? Is it SNL? Nah, it's not SNL. It's a little thing called Monty Python. Purchase all other miracles without purchasing any dark miracles. She'll become a firekeeper and move to the bottom of the tower outside of Firelink, the one where the Swordmaster was standing. If you've given her Londor Braille with the deep, but didn't purchase any dark miracles, they'll be laying next to her on the ground. You can give them to Carla. Okay. Became Lord of Hollows first, then killed Waifu, then linked the flame 4 times. Yeah, I mostly just link the flame, because it's fastest. Near the Mimic by the dragons. I'm like trying to picture whereabouts in that area it is, though. Alright, well first we'll go and pick up the one that I know where it is, which is by Road of Sacrifices. Gotta go by Road of Sacrifices for this one. It's not even Road of Sacrifice. No, I guess it is technically. It's on the way to Halfway Fortress. Lord of Hollows ending the most? I don't ever watch the cutscenes, so I don't really have a favorite. I most times just like spam through it. Instead of climbing, go to the right and jump. Instead of climbing what? Also, Livy, welcome back. Congratulations on having internet once again. How are you doing? Watch a Fextra Life video on it together? I would most certainly rather not. Fextra Life videos, some of them aren't even like properly directed. Some of them aren't even like properly directed. They're like, this clip in the video will show you where it is. Wait, shit. Is this it? I feel like I'm going to the wrong place. No, these are all the brigand things. I need to do her cosplay at some point. 4-hour video of people goofing around? Exactly. Which is why I hate it. Internet soon, so your housemates can actually do shit online. Everybody's switching ISPs. Oh, baby. I think this is a ring. I think I'm going to all the wrong places. Oh, no, wait. This is where I want to be. This is it. Right back here behind the doggos. Fairing skip, anybody? Anybody down for some fairing keep skip? Teleporting dog, one killed itself. Oh man. Yeah, it's like stupid little clip stuff. It's not a directed video. Should redo it myself and do a directed guide on how to find things. Be like, this clip is for... It's like, go from this bonfire, go this way, bam. Here you go. We'll just become an educational thing. Craze Bono, how are you? Or is it Bono? I probably botched that the first time. Alright, so we need to go to Dragonberry? No. Yes? No? Where's the, You would do it, but you don't really want to? I could turn that into my stream. Just be like a directed... Nah, that'd be relatively boring, because I'd have to, like, not talk to chat. It would just be a narrative. It is Bono? Okay. Why am I being Lautrec? So each new game cycle, I like to do a different cosplay run. So this just happens to be the one that I chose for here. Normally jump when the Lautrec Knight follows. So climbing, jump to the right. Jump where the Lautrec Knight follows. Yeah, so actually if you do exclamation cosplays, I have a spreadsheet with all of the runs that I've done previously on this character. Neek, welcome back. Normally jump when the Lautrec Knight follows. Are you saying like when you fall over the railing? I'm not quite right. Like drop down here? No, because this goes down to Sunlight Straightsword. Or is there a tome down here? I think there actually is a tome down here. That mimic is the Sunlight Straightsword, I believe. There it is. Good stuff. Alright, so now, I don't know. I need to go get Irina. I need to get Irina. It always throws me off the different music in here. What's the fastest way? Undead Settlement? Do the shortcut? Jump down? Probably. We're gonna see if this works. We're gonna see if this works. I don't know if I have enough Vitality Index to survive this. But we're gonna try it. We're gonna try it real quick. Get out of my way, please. What are you doing in the floor? Sometimes I don't fully understand this game. Alright, if we die doing this, I'll go the normal way from the bonfire underneath here. But we are gonna try and do a fancy little thing. Where we go back here, avoid a bunch of thralls. Ah, no. Oh no. Ooh, got it. You're angry because I killed your boss. I think I've gotten this before, but I'm gonna knock it down and get it again anyway. Whew, boy. Yeah, I've already got it. It was a ring. Did I get the flam? I do have the flam. I do have the flam. Who needs grave key? I'll go the long way. Rats, rats, rats. How you know die? Vitality and dexterity lower the percentage of damage that you take from falling. And we have 99 of both. So I can fly around all I'd like.
Who is there? Someone there? Anyone?
Her dialogue is kind of really creepy. Like,
Please.
I know that she's obviously blind, but yeah, the whole weird, like, touch me thing.
Surrounds me, nibbles at my flesh.
It's just weird.
Little creatures. They never stop biting. So please.
Who feeds her, by the way? Does Egon feed her?
Touch me.
Touch you? Oh, we're about to do the touching.
Yes, there you are.
Don't you worry.
Close. indeed.
Now I know I'm alive.
Entirely
Not just here in my thoughts.
praise the merciful gods above. Oh, forgive me.
Such a goofy thing, though.
Carim.
Hey, I'm from Carim, too.
I came to this land so that I might be a firekeeper.
So is Egon. Oh my god, we're all from the same place.
Your touch has freed me from the darkness. You are a champion, then?
Some might say.
I am weak and unfit to tend the flames.
Actually, never noticed this on the front of his armor.
But if
So
it
weird
would
design.
not trouble you,
What's with
might
the...
I enter into your service instead? Oh, thank you.
Gone wrong, gone sexual, not clickbait. Most certainly
Take my
not.
vows.
Most certainly not. Go deep into her bosom.
Irina of Carim,
Now we're gonna do something.
solemnly swear to serve you.
You're going back to shrine? No way, so are we. Definitely not following you in a creepy way. Nope, that ain't me. That ain't me. Alright, so Irina is gonna be at the bottom of the tower, which means that I need the tower key. I spend 20k on this damn thing. Don't even have 20k. Feels bad, man. Don't mind the large number of souls that I may or may not have in my inventory. Holding himself to contain all his feelings while murdering wife. Yeah, it looks like he's got almost like a straitjacket kind of deal going on, but then he still has his arms. So maybe Lautrec actually normally has 4 arms, and he would normally have 4 shottles. Be like those snake people in Sen's Fortress. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe Lautrec is really just a Sen's Fortress 4-armed snake guy. Just think about it. Just think about it. Alright, so we need to drop down here, right? I don't like the drop down for this. Is there an easier path on this side? There is an easier path on this side. Getting that ring is like sketchy. Getting that ring is super sketchy. This reminds me of when you drop down in DS2. Sorry for mentioning it again. Enduritize. Oh wait, is she not in here? Is she just behind the Swordmaster? What's up, bruh? See ya. Oh, wait. I'm dumb. Well, now the door's open. I have to give her the tomes and buy this stuff before she's there. No, I just mentioned DS2 again. I don't want you to get upset. I was apologizing. Lautrec and a snake, send Snake in the save room. Can you piss off him so much that he follows you all the way to Sen's Fortress? Or will he back off at a certain point? Firekeeper soul in DS1, so you're at the top of the tower and get the soul. But I mean, the whole thing is he just kills the Firekeeper. Wait, he has a Firekeeper soul? No, he doesn't. He only has a Firekeeper soul if he kills the Firekeeper, which I guess we did.
Oh, take what fun. Oh, take what fun. Godspeed.
I have 13k. Let's see how much I can buy. Oh.
Godspeed.
Let me just pop a big one real fast. Sounds kind of wrong. $25k might not be enough. Oh no, maybe it is. No! 400 short. Gosh darn it. Gosh darn it. I'll pop this one. That was 5k. That was a little bit excessive. That was a little bit excessive. Wait, do I have to talk to her then?
Oh, champion of do you wish to hear it? You know, in my home of Carim, I was a nun.
That's why you want people to touch
I
you?
would be pleased to share the tales of miracles with you. Although, to be honest, I only know a few. But if I had a divine tome, I could tell you many tales.
I gave you the divine tome, woman.
Only I cannot see. Terribly sorry. But you'll have to find me a divine tome in
I gave you both.
You know, in
Alright, we're done with this conversation. Clearly going Holly. Yeah, she's losing it. She's losing it. Alright, so I'm gonna go back up. We're gonna grab the Firekeeper Soul for authenticity. Firekeeper Soul for authenticity. And then we're gonna go back down to the bottom. And we're gonna do something. Hey Taco, how are you? So you have every Souls game ever on your PS4? I should probably maybe if it goes on sale at some point, I should pick up Vanilla and play that. We're gonna get locked in the tower by our good friend. Thank you. Reads me? What do you mean by that? What do you mean reads me? Like read my palms and feel my hands? Oh, see bright future for you. Alright, how the hell do we get to the back this way? Wait for the fog gate. My dirty dark secrets? Well, we might just have to kill her then. Body hairstyle. Alright. Alright. Patches broke on your playthrough today. How so? The Great Wolf broke on my playthrough. I was really upset because I wanted to kill the Gravetender and then just take him for a walk. And I accidentally hit him trying to kill Gravetender. So I couldn't take the doggo on a walk anymore.
O Lord, bless this thy hand grenade, that with it thou mayst blow thine enemies to tiny bits in thy mercy.
I didn't need that stuff. Hey, there you are. Taco, thank you for the follow.
Oh, sweet champion of Ash.
I've got duplicate stuff I gotta get rid of.
Let souls be your strength.
Alright, now she's a Firekeeper, we can level up with her. So naturally, as all good Lautrecs would do, we kill her. The end. What is the tower key going to do for me? If you kill her in the shrine, does she give it to you normally? Quite irresponsible to relocate? That legend all? Yeah, who is relocating her? How is she making it there blind?